all your worries, gonna be alright. I'm the judge and jury, and we'll be up all night. You better check for pose. You better check for pose. You better check for
They are dead on that.
all the bad things love can bring. All in the blind spot that we don't see. Wipe the dirt.
It was earlier tonight. I don't.
13, she went to her 13th birthday party. She was happy that we were all together.
She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
You will hurt the ones that love you, and they will hurt you right back. Sing along, sing along. Our love is a heart attack. You better check the pulse. You better check for pulse.
Welcome back to What's the Obsession True Crime. In this video, we are going to be talking about the so-called stalking scandal. True crime content creator Lauren from the channel Hidden True Crime has made public claims that this woman, Christina, has been stalking her. Now, this is a very long and twisted story, so tonight we are going to focus on some of the information that has come out since Lauren Matthias made her 9-hour live stream 13 days ago and made some accusations about a scary stalker. And since then, a number of people have come out and told their stories. Now, you've got to weed through this carefully. Who is telling the truth and who is lying? And of those people telling the truth, where is that truth going to lead us? And as the thumbnail says, guys, this gets deep. Sometimes the truth ain't pretty. We're also going to listen to Lauren Matthias' own words in her own podcast at various times, both before and after she sought the temporary order of protection, which the judge granted. And, let's get into it.
You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make you look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Talk to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get physical. Pour some water in your cup, let it drip, drip, drip. Now look straight into my eyes, then you sip, sip, sip. It's about time that you shine. Take off that lead so that we can have some fun. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, got a whole lot of love for my love. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, now I'll show how freaky you are. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, got a whole lot of love for my love. Pick it up, got a whole lot of love for my
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to What's the Obsession True Crime. Thank you so much for being here on this lovely Thursday evening, the evening before Halloween. And just a little programming reminder. Tomorrow is Halloween, October 31st. And tomorrow night, we are going to have a live stream, Friday night date night. What's the Obsession date night? Friday night, almost every Friday night. And we are going to have a What Spooktacular live talking about some of the paranormal, most eerie, and unexplainable things that are connected to that case. And we are definitely going to get into some content that I haven't talked about yet in almost 5 years on this channel. Just when you think a channel called What's the Obsession has covered everything about the Watts case, Think again, because we are always diving deeper, right? So I hope you can make it there tomorrow night. Now, about this case, well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. So we're going to have a special guest tonight. We're going to have Amy. She's actually backstage. I'm going to bring her up in just a moment, like 2 minutes, from Parawoman Radio. She's going to come up with me and talk about this case. Guys, definitely go check out her channel. Moderators, I didn't give you the link yet. If somebody can get Amy's channel's link, Parawoman Radio, she has been doing a ton of content on this case. Her channel's been grown by, I think, like 10% since she started talking about this case. So she's putting out a lot of great content. Definitely go check her out, support her. And I'm sure you're going to love the community over there, the information she has to share, and, you know, being part of that channel as well. So I want to bring into the stream, and then I'm going to bring Amy up, a video that maybe you guys have seen by now, or by this time. When I first saw it, it only had like 4,000 views. And I came across it at 5 o'clock in the morning when I was just like scrolling through YouTube. Didn't really want to wake up quite yet, but wanted to go back to sleep. Maybe not. I came across it. I text Honey Bun immediately. I was like, I'm so sorry if I woke you up, but you have to watch this. It's hilarious. I can't stop laughing. And it is, well, let me just show you. And if y'all have all seen it before, forgive me, but I think it's so brilliant and perfect and creative and talented. I mean, I think this creator is a great talent. They gave me permission to play this, and their channel name is Olops. That's right, Olops. I'm going to show you how that's spelled in this video, and we are also going to link their channel in the description here. Here we go. Welcome to those of you coming in. Remember, guys, please, do the things, do the YouTube things, hit the like, share the link if you can. Let us know where you're joining us from, especially if you're new to the channel. We would love to say hello to you and get to know you a little more. So please definitely say hello. If you haven't seen this yet, you're like in for a serious treat. Whoop, don't give it away. Amy, I saw that you posted this yesterday. You must have found it right after it was uploaded.
Hey, everyone.
I've never been more nervous for a life in my entire life. And I've done a lot of lives. And this is not a lie or a show that I ever wanted to do or ever thought I would have to do. And this has been ongoing for months, what I have been dealing with. This is not drama, hidden true crime doesn't get involved in drama. We stay very clear from that, and those of you that know us know that. So I hope that nobody calls this drama ever again. In fact, it's so real life, what has been going on with my family and with me for months, that I decided to go to where I felt would protect me. And that was the courts and legal. And I filed a civil stalking injunction. Somehow someone decided to let Law and Quine know about my civil stalking injunction. Law and Quine decided that they deserve to have cameras in the courtroom while I am explaining what my family has been going through for months. That Law and Quine, I don't know, is it a slow true crime month? They thought that my family's pain should be live streamed on their trial channel. I am a limited public figure. I'm just a mom who has a YouTube channel. I'm not Johnny Depp, I'm not Amber Heard, I'm not Gwyneth Paltrow. I am a mother trying to protect my family, and I am a journalist who has never ever in my life heard of anyone streaming of civil stalking injunction. Because of what Law and Quine did, I had to dismiss my civil stalking injunction. And I find it disgusting that anyone would want to do that to me or my and the bullying and the abuse and the harassment and the defamation and the pain that I have been dealing with behind the scenes for months. I wanted to keep it private, not live stream to millions of people watching war and cry. I'm gonna take back my narrative, and I'm gonna own my narrative, and I'm gonna tell you everything tonight. We're gonna go through every filing, we're gonna go through a lot. My hand has been forced, I am very uncomfortable sitting here. Do you wanna know wrath of a mother? I am a limited public figure. I'm just a mom who has a YouTube channel. I'm not Johnny Depp, I'm not Amber Heard, I'm not Gwyneth Paltrow. I am a mother trying to protect my family, and I am a journalist who has never ever in my life heard of anyone streaming of civil stalking injunctions. Do you wanna know wrath of a mother?
Oh my God, guys. How seriously? Isn't that freaking brilliant? And that is hard to do. It's easy to get the lyrics. You just put them into an. I was telling my moderators the other day, I don't know how to use AI. I've never even used Chat GPT because some people were accusing me of that my material on my channel is AI. I'm like, I don't even know how to use it. But I know you can make songs that way. But to make the video then match, the speed and tempo of the song is really hard to do. So that is just so cool. So again, the channel's name is Olaps, and I'll put the link in the description. So Kim, and welcome, how are you doing, says, if I have a court case number, how do I get those docs? I'm new to all this and just don't know. I'm so glad you asked that, because What's the Obsession just started a Patreon. I just started it like 2 months ago. And one of the reasons I wanted to start it is because I can do things like put case files, literal case files, entire discoveries, new documents when they're dropped, like how they have been in the Brian Koberger case, little by little, and sometimes a ton all at once. It's hard to find all of that, to navigate all of that. So on Patreon, that's one thing that I do for you guys. And thanks to Cuff You, one of our moderators, we have all of the documents that have been released for this case. So all of the documents and all of the official audio, I actually have it all loaded up on Patreon, ready to go. I just need to look it over and make sure I don't have any errors or that I'm not missing anything before I post it. So probably about 10 minutes after this live stream ends, it will be over there on Patreon, okay? So Patreon, it's most of the content there is free. There's $5 and $10 memberships, and that gives you access to everything, and that's just how it works. But, I actually have Patreon memberships to give away, so I will do that after I get Amy up here. Maybe we'll take a little intermission, and I'll give away 5, and then 5 at the end. I have 3 month, 6 month, and 1 year long gifted Patreon membership. So, yeah. So let me bring our special guest today, Amy from Parawoman Radio. I've known Amy for a while through YouTube. We both started covering the Watts case. Oh my God, like such a long time ago. And she's amazing. She's done a lot of coverage of this case on her channel. So please definitely go check it out. And hey, Cuff You, could you make a post for the chat saying what I just said about the documents being on Patreon? You know what I mean? You're really good at that. Thank you so much. So let me bring Amy up. Hey.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Hey, how's it going, my friend?
Hey there. Hi there. How are you?
I love your picture. That hat is like so cute on you. That's such a cute picture.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, just tell our viewers like a little bit about yourself, what you like to cover, and how you're covering this case, and like maybe your initial impression on like this like kind of shit show going on.
Well, my name's Amy, and I have Parawoman Radio on the Power Network, and I'm an ex-social worker. So I have my BA in social psych, and I've worked at a few domestic shelters. And so I have worked with actual stalking victims. And I know Dr. John likes to say, like, in this day and age, it's different. And it is different. It is 2025 and it's different. But to me, when I saw that Lauren was doing this, I was terrified, because I think any content creator, when you do this, you realize that, yeah, somebody could show up at your door and it's terrifying, or someone could be calling you, harassing you, like never ending. And I saw stalker and I woke up to it and I was shocked. I was terrified. But then like 10 minutes in, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute here. I don't
Yeah.
think this is what I always think, because I'm a Gen Xer and I think of The Princess Bride, in that
Me
scene
too,
where
me
he
too.
says,
Go Gen X.
using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Right. Exactly. And Amy, I just have to tell you, I had a very similar reaction. I was telling these guys during the last live stream that when I first started watching it, because she was so upset and I could feel her raw emotion. And let me just say, and I also have a background that I think is relevant to what we're talking about. As a lot of you know, or maybe you don't know, I'm a behavioral therapist. So, this
Very
is
relevant.
right up my alley, kind of right up Amy's alley. So hopefully we can guide us through this whole craziness. But I literally was like crying, like almost sobbing, because I just felt so bad for her. Like I just felt a lot of empathy for her. And don't anyone tell me you're an empath. It's one of my big pet peeves. Everybody's an empath. We all care about other human beings. And if you're not an empath, if you don't care about other human beings, you better go see somebody and talk about that, because that's a big problem.
Right?
So, I'm an empath. I feel things other people don't. No.
You're a human.
Right.
Knock, knock.
Oh God, it's been awful. If you're like, wait a minute, no, Kelly, I'm like really, really like I'm an empath. Stop right there. So I was really upset and scared for her. All the things that Amy said when I first started watching it, and then I got about, I don't know, a little bit into it, and I'm like, all right, let's go, man, let's go. And I noticed a few things that I'm going to point out to you tonight. We are going to watch some of that first video she put out. And I know some of you are like, oh my God, we've already watched it like ad nauseum. But there are, especially from my professional perspective, I picked out a few things right away. And I see even more right now that are becoming very, very clear to me. So like in conjunction with all of the information that is coming out some through the declarations. And again, right after this live stream, all of the court documents and official court audios that are available for this case are going to be up on my Patreon, all of them in a nice little package for you guys. So if you want to have all of those, good luck. And they will be over there. And then, the people coming out and talking about their experience with Lauren, Matthias, God, my brain feels a little twisted right now. I said the wrong name, and a lot of the people that are talking, many of them on YouTube channels, I believe them. I feel like when I listen to them, I'm listening to them with a lot of skepticism at first. But a number of them, to me, are not demonstrating any indicators of deception in the story that they're telling and the way that they're telling it. They just, to me, many of them, not all of them, and I'm sure I haven't heard a few of them here and there. And there's always people they're going to call the woodworks and be like, "Oh yeah, I was taken advantage of by Lauren Matthias," and they've never even met her, right?
Yeah, right.
But I think a lot of
it's going to get deep and dark for a while. Yeah, it
really
will.
Yeah, I think a lot of the people that are telling us they have seen more than a bad side of her. Like I tend to believe them. So I did actually watch a whole 9-hour live stream. I watched it on like 2.5 time. And then at points I had to just forward through because it was just droning on and on and on. And I kept thinking, listen, man, this is a bold statement she's making right now. I see a lot of real raw emotion there. There's gotta be like a bombshell that's going to drop at some point.
Yeah.
Not 9 hours later, because I sped it up, but a long time later, way too long later.
My eyes rolled back in my head later. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Exactly. I was like, where's the evidence of stalking? And I in her language and in podcasts that she's been on, like she went on Duty Ron, and that particular episode really irritated the crap out of me. Like Duty Ron and his sidekick Ed Wallace were our former law enforcement, very experienced law enforcement. And they just kept saying things like about the alleged stalker, Like, that's not normal behavior. That's not normal behavior. And then they were saying things about characterizing Lauren Matthias's, state of being and saying, oh, you're very upset. You seem very upset. You're not yourself. All right. Well, not demonstrating normal behavior in the way you present your TikToks, or somebody not seeming like themselves or seeming anxious. None of that is criminal. None of that rises to the level of scrutiny of being a stalker under the Utah code by any means. It just means that there are two people that had a friendship, don't have a friendship anymore. They're talking about it publicly. They're uncomfortable about what happened in their friendship. And in my opinion, both of them are a little uncomfortable with themselves right now too. And we're seeing that in real time.
Yeah. Can you imagine if like you and I had a fight and then one day I just decided to make a TikTok and then you go off and get a PPO against me? That's basically what it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Seriously. No, I come beat your ass, girl. That would just be cray cray.
Right? I would expect you to beat my ass. I'd beat my own ass.
I know, right? It's just so here's really the heart of the matter for me. Okay. So all right. So I wanted to make a little like outline sort of state. I like to make things in graphic, like visual form when I can, but my day job is just taking up too much of my free time. So
I've been watching a lot of TikToks about teachers and this year being really fatigued. So
oh my
I can
God,
only imagine.
For a number of reasons. It's like it really is like the hardest year. And then, I work with 170 high schoolers who have the episode. Well, I probably shouldn't. I don't want to get too detailed about it because I want to make people deep. I work with children that challenge me every day. We're going to say it like that. Lots of them. So it's okay. So if we are, watching or hearing the Lauren story and we're going, where's the problem here? And we know she got that temporary order, of protection. And maybe you've watched the TikToks that Christina put out. I have all the TikToks also on my channel as a reference. If you want to watch them, they're all there too on my YouTube channel. And then we're hearing these other stories from other people. And then we're seeing like Lauren and Dr. John coming out together to do a subsequent follow-up 4-hour live to put a cap on the 9-hour and 9-minute live. Okay.
That 4-hour live was worse than the 9. The 4-hour was worse than the 9. I watched the entire 4-hour live online with you guys, and it was worse than the 9.
Yeah, it was worse than the 9. So all this is going on, and we're all like looking at each other, going, "Where the hell is any evidence of there being like any crime committed?" Or so, and nobody's really saying it has anything compelling to say, really. I mean, I know there's a lot of people say I stand with Lauren, and that's great. And I'm not against Lauren. Like, I don't want her to be in the state she was in, like when she did that 9-hour live. I don't want her to have bad things happen in her life. Like, I don't want that for anybody. But like, we've got to call a spade here. And part of the reason I started this channel was to talk about relationship dynamics between people, and true crime is a great platform to do that with. It gives us a lot of material. And because of human behavior and because of maladaptive human behavior, which is what I try to change in my job as a behavioral therapist, people end up being, the subject of a true crime story because, bad things happen, right? So why is all this happening?
Study, don't you think? Don't you think this would be a good character study?
Oh my God. Absolutely.
What do you think about Dr. John's thought study, though? I want to get back to that. I know you want to finish what you're saying, but I really want to know your opinion on his cockamamie Victoria Becky thought project story.
I think his thought study was a way for him to try to ingratiate the audience, like basically begging for like compassion, sympathy, empathy, a sense of relating to, maintaining your subscription to the channel, but, and also for his wife. I think it was almost like I don't want to say gaslighting because that's not what it is, but I think it was a little bit of an intentional, I think his intention was to personalize what Lauren is going through, because when we think of things in terms of our own personal life and our own personal pain, then it seems like so much more, because we're not only like considering cognitively, we're also having that like visceral and emotive reaction to it as well. I think he was just trying to like stimulate a visceral emotive reaction in the audience to have the, crowd mentality, for lack of a better term, go more in their direction, because he saw that it was and it wasn't, and that's problematic in a number of ways for him, for, the sake of his marriage, for the sake of his sanity, because he lives with her every day, for the sake of the extraordinary success and financial success of hidden true crime.
Yeah,
I
I just
mean,
sent you that success just before we went live.
what's that?
I sent that video, Amber from Into the Weeds.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
One of my moderators sent it to me too. Yeah, I think a few of you guys did. I haven't even watched it yet. How much did they say that 9-hour live stream made?
It was a lot. It was quite a lot. So
I'm estimating between $40,000 and $50,000 so far, with like a little over 400 views,
the
400,000.
person even goes in and says how much they think they're making on an average of how much.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think it's strange though with Dr. John, with his thought experiment, that he took her so young, because this woman is a 45 at best woman.
Right.
So why did we go into her? She's just this young pre-adolescent, and then she's having X with her family members, when that was never said. That was, there was some talk about sperm, but why did we have to go there?
Yeah, that's right. You know what? I forgot that he even went there, because so much has been said by him. And I remember, that definitely is very strange.
It's really strange.
I think that I okay, in general, I think that Dr. John is pretty spot on. Like, I don't have any doubt that his credentials are completely legitimate.
I don't either.
He excels in his area of his profession and academic study. You can tell that he's a very academically oriented, cerebral person. There's no doubt about that. And as far as like behavioral and psychology, concepts go that he talks about, he's spot on. But then I couldn't say that he is all the time, because he knows more than me. He's got a freaking doctorate, he's gone further. But there hasn't been anything that ever made me think, oh my God, he's a fraud or he's wrong, until the Delphi case. But that was just my opinion. His support of Richard Allen and the reasons why really had me scratching my head. But since then, and I've been kind of alerted to the fact that he's not like, Mr. Perfect forensic psychology god. Why would I ever have thought that? But, I've kind of just been more attuned to the quirkiness of some things that he says, or ways he chooses to try to have the audience connect to deeper psychological, ideas. And sometimes I just am like, where the hell are you coming from? Like, this is not, it's just not, the story's not aligning with what he's trying to get across. I don't know.
Well, I think
I'm not finding him as
with the
relevant.
Allen family. I think they made friends with, not the Allen family, the other side of the family. And so when you're covering the true crime case, I've had like family members from the true, or people involved in the case, try to befriend me, and it makes me feel really awkward. And I don't want to do it, because I feel like I don't cover the case like I would normally cover the case. And so I feel like they became friends with the family, and so they couldn't cover the case. But
okay, so this is, I think, like where we're getting into now. This is all going to tie into, kind of like the psychological profile that I sort of have created, like of Laura Matthias and what is going on here, because I do think it's very strange. Every time they do cover a case, they really they really hop in it with the family. Like the victim's family becomes their family, like almost as soon as they'll accept them, as soon as they'll write them in on the family tree,
Yeah. I was just watching some footage on Jay's channel. She was watching Dr. John say he was going to adopt Colby, which was like, he didn't say he was going to, Lauren didn't say she was going to adopt him. It was just Dr. John was going to adopt Colby. And that's just like kind of strange to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And like Grayson lives with them. Grayson, Lauren's producer. It is a little strange. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. You know what? And oh gosh. And then let me just read this comment here. So Ghost with the Most. Okay. During the last live stream, I shared with y'all what really the two most concerning things I was seeing of this whole situation were, and it was number one, what Grayson was going through, because she is so young, clearly vulnerable, and clearly not, firm in her stance in life and grounded in her place in the world. And I think she's easily susceptible to influence. And even, and I'm not saying this is what's going on, but I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying she clearly is somebody who would be a candidate for someone who is looking to groom somebody for whatever reason, coercive control. Grayson, to me, has that personality so clearly. Yeah, I'm very concerned about that, because she shared that she hasn't seen her family for 4 or 5 months, that she doesn't have any time to herself. She hasn't seen her family because she doesn't have time, because she's working so hard for hidden true crime. And then also all of the stress that this whole stalker scandal drama has caused her. She's had to go on antidepressants. She's had to go on sleep medication. She's had health effects. She's 24 years old. This is not okay. No. And if I had a 24-year-old working for me and they expressed that they hadn't seen their family in 4 or 5 months, who's not that far away, by the way. They're right in California, like the part of California that's, down more southern towards Nevada. I can't remember exactly where. And that they, because of their work with me and what's going on in our work environment, because of me, basically, she went on antidepressants. She can't sleep and she's having health problems. I can't imagine a scenario in which I would continue that relationship the way it was going. And I wouldn't stop everything, put my own needs and wants aside and help her, because I helped her get to that bad place, and it's not okay.
Right. And Kelly, if you did that, I'm going to come kick your ass.
You should. And then you can get an order of protection against me. Yes. Tell me to stay away from those young people.
And Kelly can say, I'm just a limited personality.
I'd be like, I'm just a limited.
We can do our own musical.
We're going to do that. We have to now.
We do.
I'm a limited public figure.
Her own words coming back to bite her in the ass or in the butt. Sorry. Once I start swearing, I got to stop. I got to pull it back.
This is a topic that requires swearing. I'm sorry. I know some people don't like it, but Gina Marie says the fact that she lives with them is unprofessional and strange too. Yeah, I very much agree with you. And the other thing that I said was most concerning to me was, oh God. And I'm sure that Lauren and John are good for the most part, loving parents. I believe that they love their son to the moon and back. And, okay. So, and first of all, let me kind of go back, because to say good parents or bad parents, I mean, like, when you're a human being, try to navigate something as huge and complex and important as parenting, nobody is in a category of good or bad. You're just doing, So I'm just saying, I'm not highly critical of them as parents across the board. I don't think they're bad parents, but I am very concerned about the story that Lauren told about her 8-year-old son being so upset about what's going on, because Lauren is so depressed and scared and threatened. I mean, she feels her life is threatened. She has threatened to take her own life because of the stalker. And because of that, she tells us in her own words, her son came to her. It's been a mess, first of all. She's very concerned about him. His mental state is not good. And he came to her and said, Mom, if I tell you to run, you need to just run. You can't ask me any questions. You just need to run as fast and far as you can, Mom. Just run. Don't ask me any questions. It's because you have to, I have to protect you. Like, what?
I would really have to rethink my choices in life if my son was saying that to me.
But now here's the next level of that. Now, knowing that, we feel pretty sure that she doesn't have, she's clearly upset. There's something going on with her. She is like, something is wrong. She should get support. She needs help. She deserves it. She should get everything she needs to be happy and healthy in this life. Something is going on, but the cause of that something, I by no means believe is Christina. making
They're all upset. It's all three
they're
of them
all of 'em,
causing
I
this
know.
chaos around this
It
poor little boy. It's really
that is absolutely, thank you for saying that, and that's the big problem, and I always say, like, with the Watts case, why do we keep talking about it? Well, they're right in front of us is a perfect example of us witnessing individuals and then family units or other, groups of people heading towards a state of crisis.
Mhm.
What are the indicators? How do we
Yes.
spot this? What does it look like? And only when you know that can you do something to intervene and help yourself or help someone else when they are clearly showing signs of being headed towards a state of crisis, so you can intervene and stop that, momentum before something horrific happens.
Right?
You know?
This didn't just wake up and say, "I'm gonna do this." It's a character case study. "Oh, the mom drum's here. Hikes."
Hey, Mom Drum. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for the super chat and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And thank you so much. I appreciate that support.
It's like he didn't wake up just, and say, "I'm gonna do this." This was a plotting, planning kind of like a thing that was happening. And I get really angry when people say, "Just put that to bed, just let it rest." No,
Oh, I
I want to
know.
look at it and I want to examine it. And if you're done, you're done. And if I'm not, I'm not.
I know. For the people that tell me, like, I really shouldn't be talking about the Watts case anymore, let them
Yeah.
rest in peace. I just want you to know, for you people, this message is to you. Oh, I can't say what I was going to say because it's really not okay. I don't like you. Go away. There we go. We'll leave it at that.
You go away. That's what I have to say.
I'm just
Like, there's
done
a
with you.
thousand million things that you can look at on the internet. Why do
know.
I have to be the one? Just
I
go
know.
somewhere
Like, if
else.
that's the way you really feel, I am going to fucking piss you off. Go away.
Yeah.
Save yourself now. Run. Don't ask any questions. Run as fast as you can. I'm trying to save your life. Go.
Well, I'm getting it with this case
so
too, and
sad,
it's
I
just
know.
like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. If
Right.
you want to allow a woman to stab another women and other people in the back over and over and over and over, and if it's never been done to you, well, then you're probably the one of the person that's doing this. But I think we all have a Lauren in our history, our present or
absolutely.
our future, and this is an excellent way to deal with it.
I think so too. Now, let me tell you the second part of why the story she told about her son is so heartbreaking, but also alarming in a different way. And it relates to Kim's comment here. Kim says, I think she's hiding something bigger. Well, so if we are kind of all agreeing, or at least Amy and I are here, I'll leave y'all out of it. You can tell us if you agree or not in the comments. We love to read them. But Amy and I are agreeing that there's no reason that, or there's that we cannot find anything that's happened where a reasonable person, let's say we want that to be Lauren Matthias, would feel that they were in danger or that their life was threatened given what has happened. We have some friendships that soured. We have some friendships that soured, and some friends of those friends that soured, mutual friends, went the wrong way. One of the friends told another friend, you said something bad about them. They don't want to be my friend anymore. You said some nasty things about people. Now people that are mad at you because you hurt them are sharing the nasty things you said about people with the people you said them about. Well, hey man, welcome to life. This is like my philosophy is, if you don't want anyone, my dad always told me this, and I think he was right about a lot of things, but he thought he was right about everything. Love him to death, God rest his soul, but he wasn't right about everything. But he was right about this. If you don't want somebody to know you said something, then don't say it.
Right?
And if you do say it, and if you say it in writing,
Own it.
It's going to be shared. I'm sorry, it is. If it's a little juicy, if it can be used against you, and then you have interactions with people and find yourself noticing that there are a lot of people around you that want to use something against you, you got to think about that, right? So here we are.
Right. I've learned not to type things into chat, like even to, it's very few people that I tell my true emotions to, just for that very reason, because people like to do this kind of stuff. And you really shouldn't be just saying this and that. And like, whenever anybody says to me, like they'll come to me and they'll like start talking about another person, I immediately think, what are they going to say about me when I walk away? That's what I think.
Right. Sure.
And
yeah.
if you go to another person and you start talking about that person, you think about that. Think, especially in this day and age, think about what are they really thinking about you? I think that's important.
Right. So if an ex-friend tells on the fence friend something you said about them a while ago, and that on the fence friend all of a sudden it's like, peace out, I never want to talk to you again. Well, maybe that says something about the nature of your friendship and both of y'all in the first place. I mean, I think this sounds like some people that, we'll all have some things to work through, and don't we all? But where it really shows up in the interpersonal dynamics and in their, in their friendships, and maybe they should all just shut the fuck up and work on these things. I don't know. It's like
I don't think anything's ever happened to Lauren and John that's really truly tragic. Like I know, like, I don't think they've had any true tragedies, because if that is stalking to them, I don't even know what to say to it.
No. And let's also consider, and I've also noticed that a lot of you in the comments on my videos have said, about Christina or about Lauren or about one of the other players here, like one of the group, the friend group that they're friends, not friends, whatever. Things that we learn about them. Well, they must have a rather privileged life if they spent $1,800 on a CrimeCon ticket. Could I afford that? No. I mean, for $1,800 just to walk in the door, plus the airfare, plus the hotel. Even if I could, I mean, I know they're expensive, and Honey Bun and I are planning on going next year, and they are very expensive, but they're under $1,000 a ticket. I mean, that's absurd. And it's also because we're invested in this channel. She's been like she does most of the moderating. Well, my moderators are awesome. She's like, her and Anna Flex, those are my head moderators. And I have a YouTube channel, True Crime YouTube channel. But this Christina girl just likes to show up to trials all over the United States and maybe even beyond, because that's what she likes to do. So I mean, she's got a pretty cush life. And then their friend Lori that comes into the picture, Lauren's like, and it just so happens that she's the wife of Grayson's dentist in California. Well, my best friend from college and her husband are dentists. And when they graduated from University of Penn Dental School, Ivy League school, they're good job, guys. You're doing much better than I am. I'm kind of jealous, but I still love you. They had over $1 million in student loans. That was gone within like 3 years. Because guess what? They make a shitload of money because they're dentists. So like we have to, all of the people that are involved in this these are like really like bougie problems.
Yeah. This is definitely first world problems. Definitely.
But even beyond that, it's like first world, like, middle to upper class problems,
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
With the bags that they had slung across them at CrimeCon, yes. But Amber from Into the Weeds, they went to CrimeCon this year and they had a booth and all of that, and she was showing stuff, and I was like, okay, Amber, I'm going next year too. I want to go.
Yeah, well, if you do want to go, let me know, because we can share. Like, I'm not going to be getting like Lauren talks about like an expensive bed and breakfast in Santa Fe with 7 rooms. No, honey, we're going to be staying in a motel room with 1 bed, and we're going to all pile on. Hope that the showers are kind of warm and the water coming out of the shower head is clean, and then we're going to go.
Because you're not in the hotel room very long anyway.
Right. So, oh my gosh. So some of you are, the comments you're leaving here really get into what I want to present you. Goes with the most, especially you. A lot of people too, but you've said a few,
well, Mom Drum is somebody she's from Australia, and she has actually been stalked. She has been stalked online. She had a Facebook group, and she has, so I'm having her on tomorrow, and we're going to talk about real stalking, and she's going to talk about like the terrors, and she's been on some talk shows talking about it. So we're going to really get into what real stalking is. And I don't want to minimize it, because stalking is a horrible thing, but I think this is defamation. I think it's defamation and not stalking. And I just want to show everybody how terrifying stalking really is.
No, I think that that's so important, Mom Drum. I'm so glad that you're doing that. That's such a service. I'm sorry that happened to you, and I'm so glad you're doing that on your channel, Amy. And I totally agree with you. In our last live stream, I talked about my stalking experience with YouTube. And I think you know the creator that I'm talking about. We're not going to talk about it. I don't think you know the whole story though, but and I'm not going to tell it again. I've told it before a few times, so I'm not going to get too into it. But I was just saying it caused significant damage in my life that anybody here would, you know, think if, you know, the things that happened is a direct result of what this person did to me intentionally with the intention of trying to take me down, take my channel down, ruin my life obsessively. This person made 13 consecutive videos in 13 days about me that just tore me apart. None of it was true. Completely was ruining my reputation. He went so far beyond that into real life. He had 3 people like copyright strike my channel. So my channel got taken down. They all got reversed because there was no copyright. It was my own material. It was horrible. But
yeah, you helped me. He was doing it to me too, and you helped me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
I always love you for that.
So sorry, I forgot about that. Oh God, thank God that didn't go any further. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I was like, oh no, you're gonna fucking stop that right now. Back off.
You called me on the phone. You spoke to me for like an hour, and I will never forget. You really. I was in a mess. I was already in a mess. You know, I was really worried about tragedy. So yeah.
So you know, I mean, to whatever degree it goes, it just so happens that one incident it caused the most damage. And I'll just tell, I lost a job. He contacted my employer. It was my first job as a behavioral therapist. And there was I was getting like weird. And I'm a good employee. Like I don't get in trouble. I get like good, you know, evaluations and things like that. Like I just, my philosophy at work is always like, you know, if people need help, if they ask me to do it, if I can do it, I will. And people say to me, oh, like then they're going to dump everything on you. I'm like, well, when I reach my limit, when I need to create a boundary, I will. But especially in, you know, like the field that I'm in and how the economy is and everything today, you know, I just do that because that's how I am. And I want to do a good job and I want to be helpful, but also it's kind of like job security. Like I don't want to be on the radar because I'm always causing disruption. If I need to be on a radar because I need to be loud, because something important needs to be said or stood up for, I will be happy to do that. But when it comes to going to work every day and doing my job, which is primarily to work with these teenagers who desperately need support and need somebody to be present with them and help them modify their behaviors, because the ones that they are exhibiting right now are not working for them in a way that is ever going to help them in life. Like, and that is my priority. And that's what I want to give them. All the other stuff is extra. My point is, I'm a very good employee. Okay. So it's not like, oh, I really was getting in trouble. I really was sneaking out and hitting the bong during lunch. No, it was like totally nothing like that. You know, he had some other people, you know, do the same, contact my employer, contact people in that community. It's like a little bit away from me. And then I realized, because I was like, how did he find out where I worked? I need to be more careful because I told him just enough information where he was able to figure it out, because he was harassing, stalking me and was obsessed. And like a normal person who's not going to harass and stalk me and spend hours upon hours doing research and having other people do research for him to find out the details of my life. If I told them the same things, it would have been fine, but you never know. I never told him where I worked. I never gave him like really specifics, but it was enough for him to narrow it down. And, you know, since all he had was free time to ruin my life, you know, he really went at it. And, I mean, you know, I was out of work for like 6 months or something. Like, I mean, it was
that
like,
long?
I can't really remember. I mean, I sort of like kind of like try to like, I don't think about that much, but I mean, it was like, you know, and I'm a single mom and I had just gone back to school to get another master's degree. I was in a very like, I had to work my ass off just to keep things afloat kind of place in my life. I mean, it could have been the case where I would have not recovered for that if I didn't have it in me to kick my ass into super high gear to compensate for the damage that he caused.
I believe it, because the mom drum's going to tell us a very similar story where they tore her life apart and they actually got her socials down. I think, I don't want to be quoted on that, but I think, and she's rebuilding. So.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's the worst thing. And so, you know, so with just these stories, you know, and even like what happened to you with that same person, and like that's like, okay, there was a real reason to fear, you know, harm that was being caused by these people or could be caused by these people because they were truly harassing us, stalking us, defaming us, you know, intending to cause harm. That's what that looks like. You know, there's
Yeah.
some outcome that you can speak about that's going to demonstrate that is happening. You know, just the fact that I thought about the S cell phone. No, I can't freaking I can't. I thought about suicide for the first time in my life, and my son was so upset. And he, you know, what the story I just told, which is so upsetting because there was
I
no reason
hate
he ever
that.
should have. And my husband, you know, his blood pressure is so high, and I'm
Ugh.
worried about him. If he dies, I'm never gonna forgive her. Well, listen, man. Okay, we see John. Okay. He looks like somebody who might have high blood pressure. I'm sorry, but he just does. He's overweight. He talks about being overweight and being upset about it. He wants to be
His
healthy
cheeks
for
are
his
red. We know he has
What?
high blood pressure. His cheeks are red. We know it. We see
Seriously.
it.
And he talked about taking Ozempic and his struggles with that. He's talked about his struggles with depression. He has chronic depression. He's shared all of this with us. So, you know, now you're saying, oh, because he has these health problems, he has high blood pressure, it's all her fault. No, he's had that for a long time. You guys have already disclosed that. You
Yeah.
can't go back now and rewrite history now, make it Christina's fault because
That's
you don't like her. Because I think I'm not going to talk about that because I want to see what you guys think. But yeah, it's just it really is maddening. It's upsetting.
That's a good point about him. And he already had all these issues. And yeah. But did you
Yeah.
know she had MS? I didn't know that. Did you know
I
she has
didn't know that until I was just listening to what was I watching Burnt Toast? Were they watching that? Because you might I
Yeah.
was having a hard time before we did this live finding all my material because there's all these channels that are covering this now that I don't know them, not because I just because it's a me thing, not a them thing. But you were just
Yeah.
mentioning some of them. I was trying to find them because I'm covering something now that you know where channels that we don't normally do crossover coverage where that's happening because this is definitely not my normal kind of thing to talk about. But
Yeah.
because of these issues that we're talking about right here, I feel it's important to bring all of this to light. So that's why I'm talking about it. But yeah, that's the first time I ever heard her talk about MS. I mean, I'm listen. Go ahead, Amy. I'm not going to say anything about that. What do you think? I know. Well, you'll disclose what you want to. Go ahead.
I don't know how I feel about it because that's like something I just heard her eke out in a lunchtime live. It's just, you have MS. The whole fucking world. Oops, freaking sorry.
Okay,
The
you're
whole
fine.
freaking world knows you have it because
Yeah,
you can't hide it.
which interview did you hear that? And was it on Which one was that? Because I just
I
heard it.
was watching.
Did you just hear it today, or did you hear it previously?
I just heard it today or yesterday.
Me too.
Just recently, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have to look more into it, but I don't know if I believe it or not. But how can you can't like not believe somebody? But then I was like looking at her. But then I have fibromyalgia too, and so I get the kind of like combination look. And sometimes I get this real tired, puffy face look. And then I thought maybe that's why her face is so puffy.
Honey, you know why her face is so puffy.
Yeah, I know why her. Yeah.
Okay, so let's not even do that.
Let's not even go there. I know. I'm always
have to be that open-minded.
I know. You know, people hate that on me. I'm trying not to be that way anymore.
But you know, it's like, you know, here we go again. Like I don't even go into my story, but like I know several people with MS. I'm not going to even weigh in on it. I have enough to say about other things. I'm not the MS expert. I'm just going to keep shut on this one.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you can't diagnose somebody with MS, like you can't diagnose a mental health issue.
Right.
So, but I just think that's another question mark above my head.
MS. Right. Yeah. Oh my God, Prager, what the heck? We haven't seen you in forever. Since one of our former moderators, my former friend, well, we're still friends, aren't we, buddy? Says, hi, it's me, Prager. Honestly, I remember when the creepy German guy was trying to ruin your life. And Dave, oh my God, I know there was more than one of them. Let's do this, please. Thanks for saying hello. It's so amazing to see you. Please come back around more. Email me. I would love to connect with you. We love Prager honesty.
Kelly, I have been seeing people from like in the interwebs coming through into my chat that I hadn't seen in a long time too. So this case is bringing people out.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. All right. So again, a lot of the things that we're just talking about, I was planning to talk about today. I was going to do a live stream last night. I'm sorry I didn't. Work has been freaking killing me this week. And I get home until like 7:45, and I was just too freaking tired. And everything I was going to talk about yesterday, all the daytime streamers talked about today. So I had to change things around a little bit. So we are going to watch some things that you probably haven't seen yet. I dug really deep, but we are going to have to start out listening to or watching Lauren cry in her bed while Grayson's recording. I know most of you have seen that, but let's talk about it together. Okay. And a lot of the things we've been talking about in chat are very relevant to what I want to point out here. I'm sorry to subject you all to this again, because it really is like horrible to see her so upset, and then also disgusting to hear what comes out of her mouth all at once. In some regards, in my opinion, allegedly, all that stuff, I
agree.
And yeah. And I know. And Hidden True Crime is one who it's going to go obviously after the bigger channels first, or the people that have the most damaging things to say about her. But I think that, she would be totally willing to copyright strike anyone who said anything she didn't like about her. But listen, you can throw all these copyright strikes around all you want. Eventually what's going to happen is YouTube is going to shut you down. YouTube they're not okay with people abusing the copyright system. In fact, like I told you, when my real time stalker had those people strike my channel to get my channel taken down, one of the creators' channels got taken off of YouTube because he did that to me, because I appealed the strike. He couldn't come back with anything legitimate. He did it to me 3 times. And so they're like, yo, buddy, you can't be on YouTube anymore. You can't do that. This is a real legal thing. If you don't have a real legal issue, you cannot do that later. And they shut him down.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. When you put a copyright strike against someone, you are saying, and it says this in the, and I've only copyright struck once because somebody took my entire video, and I just asked politely so many times, could you please, and it's a video I worked really, 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 really hard on, and it was taking views and whatever, but I just asked, could you please just give me credit? And he would like respond to everybody else and not me. And this went on for like a month. And then my moderator, Nancy, was like, Kelly, for God's sake, freaking strike that guy. How nice do you have to be to people? I was like, okay, you're right. He deserves that for sure. Oh my God.
Hey, Carolina. It's so good to see you in here. I've been seeing Carolina all over.
I know. I was going to say, I saw her in like 3 different chats today, because I was really just looking around to see what, the new stuff everyone's talking about, because it's coming from every direction. Like, you cannot keep up with it. It's one of those situations. And like I was saying earlier, and then we're going to start playing this. People have been asking about where to get all the files, the court documents and all that. Thanks to Cuff You, one of my moderators here, everybody thank Cuff You. I have everything that's been released from the court having to do with this, audio and exhibits and all of the court documents, literally everything. It's all loaded up into Patreon. I just have to do a like proofread. I don't want to hand in your test before you look it over, because, oh my God, what if you get a 96 instead of 100? I'm just kidding. But like, I just want to make sure everything is right, that I didn't miss anything. I just didn't have time to do it before live stream. So about 10 minutes after live stream, go over to the channel's Patreon and all that will be there. Okay. All right. I'm going to play this now.
Does a good job on your Patreon. I'm trying to learn how to do that. That's my next place to.
What, Patreon or Discord?
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. Lindsay from the Linzer show wants me to do Discord, but then what's the difference between Patreon and Discord?
They're so different. I'll tell you. Cuff You does all, and we have a Discord here too. Cuff You does all of the Discord. I barely even know how to use it, but that's a me thing, not a like Discord thing. And also I can't use, I don't know, but she's doing an amazing job. There's tons of information on tons of cases. And then I run the Patreon because I've wanted to do it for a really, really long time. And I'm trying to build entire case files and just a lot more than I can do on YouTube. And also over there, I'm putting videos. Like I just did a video on the Watts case about a topic that so many people have done content on, but there's something that I saw in there that nobody else had. And I am 100% sure if I made a video about it and I put it on YouTube, it would have gotten taken down and I would have paid dearly in a number of ways for it. Cause you know how that is. So I probably,
what is it? I
what?
don't know. What is it?
Well, I'll tell you. I'll give you a I'll send you a free Patreon membership so you can watch it yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I would join, but I just really right now I don't even have extra money for anything.
No,
like,
that's okay. I understand.
I love
I
supporting.
get it. I get it. I don't have extra money for things a lot of time too. It's like I totally get it. So, okay, all right. Let me play this, and then yeah, we'll pause and talk, and then we have other things to look at too. Hopefully, this won't take too long. I'll put it on double time. We're just gonna watch the remaining 9 hours. I'm just kidding.
No.
And then we just have to get through the 4-hour follow-up
You
live.
can't make me.
Oh, and by the way, did you just hear that click? Yeah, the doors are locked. No one's leaving. Come on, get comfortable if you can. Welcome to hell. Oh my God. All right.
Cyberbully now, and I know that I'm a public figure. Never mind, hold on.
She was about to say, I know I'm a public. She wanted to say, I know I'm a limited public figure. But she said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. All right, wait. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to stop laughing. Well, I don't know if I probably can't stop laughing, but not at her. This whole, like, this is just all reached the point of absurdity.
Listen, I'm a Gen Xer and I make fun of situations. It's just, it is what it is. It's a funny situation. So.
That's right. Because in Gen X, we had the best movies, the best TV, the best music, and they taught us well.
Yep. Turn drama into humor.
I was like really zen before you started. Hold on. Sorry, I can't even like process something. I don't know. Oh, so you fucking clean it. I'm sorry.
Take a drink.
John.
I'm thirsty.
And I'm worried about John. And I'm worried about my son. Okay, sorry.
If you're worried about John and you're worried about your son, then there's probably not a good thing to bring imaginary stress into the house that reaches a level of, you know, fearing for lives when there's nothing to fear.
I mean, I don't even care about her son. I know so little about her son that I don't even know her son's name. Nobody is. Well,
they don't say the son's name. I know what it is, but I won't say it. They do a very good job not saying the son's name. They think they don't want it known, and I respect that.
Yeah. Well, it did get released the other day, apparently.
Oh, it did. All right, yeah, don't say it on here. Okay.
No, I don't know it. I haven't. I purposely don't want to know it because it'll stick in my head and I might say it. So.
Right. Yes. No, good call. Good call. But, you know, when we're trying to conjure up, you know, that, oh, poor Lauren, she couldn't do anything bad to anyone. Attention, then talking about her son often and telling stories that are really shouldn't be told about him. And the stories themselves are things that really shouldn't have happened. And if they did, you should be really fucking concerned and not make a 9-hour live stream, but, you know, make an appointment with a child psychologist and take care of your son, girl. Take care of your kid.
Yeah.
But, I just think, sorry. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything will be okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to try not keep interrupting, but just two things. The irony of this comment, and welcome, Coffee Field. I only made it through about the first 5 hours of her 9-hour crash out. And oh my gosh, this is from Coffee Fueled. So that's really saying something. Coffee Fueled can't do it. No one can. You should have put that bad boy on double time, and your head would have been spinning because you're trying to listen to like a. But you can get through it all. And then Cuff, you said,
Public
yes.
figure.
It's like, yeah. Why would she put this? This is everybody. Listen to the question carefully. Why would she put this out there for anyone to see? This is private and embarrassing, and she knows it is being recorded. That is a very good question. That is a question that I think is critical here. Why is she having Grayson record this? And why, after watching it, she had all the documents. She has all of the documents. We're going through everything. We're going through a lot.
And this is what we got. We got this. Like, she held up all these papers, and we were going to get all those papers, and we got this.
So if you've got everything, if you've got a lot, and we have court documents and, evidence, receipts to back up the claim that this person is harassing you and stalking you, and you're seeking an order of protection that is going to prevent them from, going to something they paid a lot of money for and we're looking forward to, that they don't find out about until they actually arrive at that place, because you got the order of protection just before the weekend of that event. Oh my God. I mean, like, it's just not working for me. So why was this even recorded, and why was it put out there? Let's just stick to Cuffy's question. She's a little more focused on right now. It is. It's a very good question, because there has to be a reason. So let's consider that when we're watching that. Why did she do that? Because the reason is going to be very telling. And I think I might know. I have it. Like I told you, I have a theory.
No, I think you know it, but we're not going to, like, you asked me not to say it, so I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. We'll go there another day. I was given some information, y'all, from two sources that, as far as I know, are nothing to do with one another, are connected in no way that I can figure out. I met these two people in two completely different times, in two different ways. They're, everything about them, nothing really crosses over. Okay. So I was given information from both of these two people, and the stories they told in giving me this information and relaying this information and the importance of it and wanting to know what to do with it and what does this mean. And oh my God, the stories were similar in so many ways, where I was telling Cuff, if somebody, like, just not in YouTube life, but just in like three-dimensional life, is that weird? Three-dimensional? I'm fucking 25-dimensional. In 25-dimensional life, like, if two people told me something and their stories were like that, I wouldn't even question if this something were true, unless, it was so important or critical that it was something that if you didn't scrutinize it, you'd be just a dumbass. But so I think there's something to it, but I cannot independently verify it yet, but I'm working on it. And if the story they told me is true, then we're going to have a lot to talk about real soon, and it is going to change everything. Everything is wrong.
But when you said it, I was like, oh, yeah, because of everything that I've heard in this case. Like, why didn't I think that? Like,
right. Once you got it in your head, all of a sudden everything starts lining up with that, right?
It does.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease you guys who are watching.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really sorry. I hate
No. You're okay.
But she has to keep this behind wraps before
it would just be
figure it out.
Of me to talk about it at this point. And there could also be like legal repercussions. So I ain't going there. I love you guys, and I love you that much, but not that much.
Right. But you're onto something, I think.
I really will. But I'm like a really resilient person, in my opinion. It's texting. You're good. What? You're good.
Sorry, I just have to say something really quickly. One of the things that I notice here when she talks, especially in the beginning of this, she just said, but I'm a really resilient person. I'm that kind of person. Now, this is something else that my father told me that I know that I found that as I lived life, I found is true. If people have to tell you they are something, ABC, don't believe it, because people don't, you don't get to know who people are because they tell you this is who I am. You get to know who people are because they show you the person they are.
So
Yeah.
I always notice when people say, I am that kind of person. I am that kind of person. That's me. That is not me. That this over here, this is me. That over there, that is not me. Guys, notice how many times just in the next few minutes she talks like that. You're going to be shocked.
Is it John? It's actually your Vicky. And it's gonna be okay. But I just I don't know what to say. Other creators calling people I care about to tell them lies about me. Slut shaming me.
Slut shaming.
One woman is going around saying I lived with her brother, which, by the way, if I had lived with some random dude.
And by the way, that's not slut shaming. Slut shaming.
Not.
Yeah, I mean,
in East Idaho, who the hell cares? But this is a guy I went on a single date with, never kissed, but now I've lived with him. What else?
Slut.
She's like the type, like if you have red lipstick on, you're a slut, right?
Yeah, I feel that way too. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah. I feel like she might call the kettle black a little bit.
Yeah.
Are calling people that I know to warn them about me and tell them that I had an affair on John with an investigator in the Daybell case.
I think that might be something
John knows really well and is friends with.
I think it could possibly be too. I feel like she's trying to get ahead of something really big or a few big things here. And I think the things that she is trying to get ahead of, that she thinks she's stealthy enough to put him out there like this, and then they're going to just roll away. I think she definitely has enough, thinks highly of herself enough to try to do that. But honey, no. We're smart out here in True Crime Landia.
right?
That. I mean,
It's been unending.
the things I've had to continue to clarify every day. And then when I finally feel like I get a hold of it, so it's not just like the cyberbullying that's public, it's what's going on beneath the surface.
Okay. It's not the cyberbully that's public. It's what's going on beneath the surface. And you can tell that when she says and she thinks about what's going on beneath the surface, this is real pain. And I really do feel sorry for her. This is horrible to see a person in this state. But it's not the cyberbullying. It's what's going on beneath the surface. Listen, those are two different things. Can cyberbullying be painful? Absolutely. Can, like for children, for teenagers, oh my gosh, yes. For adults, yes. But at the same time, yes, it can certainly be hurtful. Absolutely. But I feel as an adult, cyberbully that is not going into the realm of real lifing. And, where is that line exactly? I don't know. But if people are just saying nasty things about you, you got to buck up, buttercup, and deal. Yeah. I mean, people are going to say bad things about you. Sometimes they're going to say fucking filthy things about you. Oh. Okay. Well, so this stuff here she's talking about, it's the stuff going on under the surface. That's like the stuff that's there anyway. When she says stuff under the surface, that's all of the ick within her that is unresolved. And, I'm sorry for that. I want her to resolve it and be free of, whatever is causing this behavior that is causing greater suffering for herself, starting, anxiety and suffering and, worrying about your mother being harmed and taken and murdered and her 8-year-old. And, she herself is claiming John's, health problems are worse. I don't know if they are and they're not, but it's all that stuff that's beneath the surface that she's referring to. That's like her baggage. I am so sure of this. I mean, I say that from just off the top of my head and from like a professional's perspective. Let me just go back like 30 seconds so you can listen to that again and let me know what you think of that too.
Okay. Who the hell cares? But this is a guy I went on a single date with, never kissed, but now I've lived with him. What else? Finding out, like I said, fellow podcasters are calling people that I know to warn them about me and tell them that I had an affair on John with an investigator in the Daybell case that John knows really well and is friends with. that, I mean,
it's been unending.
The
I mean,
things
is it
I've
a
had
Mormon
to
thing?
continue to clarify every.
Is it a Mormon thing that she cares that anybody cares that she went out with a guy?
I mean, it might be. I mean, because she called it slut shaming. I think, I guess I could see more of a Mormon calling that slut shaming than like,
Is that
I am. I'm not a Mormon, and like, living with a guy that I didn't kiss is certainly not being a slut.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the thing about
weird.
Lauren. She's supposed to be a reformed Mormon. Like, she's not a Mormon anymore, because before we went live, I've been trying to figure out where she went to college. I didn't see it anywhere. I looked on AI and I went over to her profile, but your mod found it for me, and she says that she went to Brigham Young University.
Yeah, I
but that's
believe that
not
she did.
anywhere out there, and she doesn't want people to know. She's like trying to distance herself away from Mormonism, yet she goes on a Mormon podcast and she covers Mormon cases, and she's trying to make people think that she's not Mormon, but she uses all these Mormon terms and terminology and slut shame. I don't know.
And shunned, yeah. And she said that her parents met at Brigham Young University. She goes, because that's where you go and that's where you meet your partner. And I was already thinking she did go to Brigham Young, so I think that is the answer. I think that's where she went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then when I finally feel like I get a hold of it, so it's not just like the cyberbullying that's public, it's what's going on beneath the surface.
You see what I mean? It's what's going on beneath the surface. That's just her stuff, and then she's attributing all that stuff that's beneath the surface that already was there. And for some reason, it's just getting worse right now, because sometimes it does. If you don't handle your stuff, it will come up and it will surface. It will get worse until you deal with it. She's attributing that discomfort and that pain to, being stalked and being bullied by someone that I do not think is stalking her. And I don't even know if she's bullying her. I don't know. I'm going to keep playing this for a little bit so we can try to go through.
That's so cruel. And none of these people have been willing to reach out to me, like fucking reach out to me.
They obviously feel like they don't need to, or they don't want to, I mean.
Sorry. Or maybe they know you were talking about them. Maybe that's it too, because all these people found out she was sending these texts and all this other stuff. And look at Gigi from Pretty Lies and Alibis. Like she knows. Why would she reach out to you?
Yep. Totally. Yep. That's right. And there are a lot of people who are, reputable and just they're telling their story. I believe it, that she's very, very busy playing all sides of the table. You know what I mean? She must be exhausted. It must be exhausted doing all of that and also going to all these trials when you have a mess. My God.
I don't think she has any real problems, Kalisa, but I think she's creating some real problems.
Right. Yeah. Well, and the fact that this gets a little cyclical. The fact that she's somebody who is willing to and will create these problems of this magnitude just by virtue of, creating them herself. That's a problem in itself. I mean, there's definitely problems here. I'm just not, all I can say is I am not, this is about her stalker. This is all about her having a stalker. I just am having a hard time attributing any of this to her having a stalker.
I want to. Not that I want to, but I mean, like, I don't want to. The first time I ever felt really bad about not believing a victim was actually in the Amber Heard case. I was like, social worker, women's social worker. It's what I do. I support, right?
Right.
And then when I started hearing it, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel good. Right. And I found out later that these people, Lauren, supported Amber Heard. And I thought, that's interesting. That's
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
But this is all my opinion and my research. I urge you to go out there and do your own, this is just words on the YouTube streets. So I know like you're very factual, and I just want to say that I heard that out on the streets. Okay.
And everything we are talking about is for educational purposes only, and we are using the free. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to give all this to you. Okay. I never do. Okay.
People that know me, that I've been kind to, are going behind my back telling people lies about no evidence. Never mind that they're supposed to be journalists. You have Lori Hellis, someone I've been good to that I've never brought up before. I was always good to her. Claiming that I gave out 10,000 copies of her book and she's telling everyone to the point where we got to get an attorney.
I will just tell you it's somewhere in her 9-hour live stream, but that attorney Lori Ellis, who used to be on her podcast, and that's when John was talking about the 4-hour live, that he was having a vulnerable emotional moment and she wouldn't allow him to have it. And he's still mad about it. That's her. I was aware of that controversy way before this. Yeah, that people were saying that Lauren released a pre-copy of she's right. She had this big book up and coming that, nobody should have had a copy of it. Apparently Lauren did. It wasn't to be shared with other people. And I believe, I can't be 100% on this. The way I remember it is it was like an incentive to join the next level of Patreon or something like that. Yeah.
She put it on it for a Patreon. Oh my gosh. Well, this is the story as it goes, that she was standing in line in front of Nate Eaton. Mm-hmm. And this has been confirmed by Nate Eaton. He had a little story with Lori, or a little phone call with Lori, and Lori said this on her live. So the story goes that Nate's talking to somebody, and he's saying that he got Lori's book, and Lauren's in front of him and turns around and says, "Oh, I haven't gotten the book yet. Can you send me a copy of it?" So Nate forwarded her a copy of it, and that's how she got it.
Okay. Well, then she just, she utilized that to figure out how to have some people pay more for her growing channel and platforms. I mean, that is, I had heard that a few times. I mean, I accepted that almost as truth because I heard it from people in kind of different, kind of like the other story that I heard them trying to verify now. I can't yet because it's a big deal, but I heard it from people that I just can't even imagine them intersecting with each other in life.
Well, so it's even worse. It's even worse. I mean, Lori's a 69-year-old woman, worked her whole life, decides to move to Arizona and retire, writes her books, really proud of it, gets it, think about it, Kelly. You write a freaking book. You're retired and you write a book and you're proud of it. And then this over there goes and puts it on her Patreon. I would be hot. I'd be steaming.
Oh my God. That would be.
She sits back and lets it happen because she's a bigger creator and she knows she can't do much. And now she just lets karma wait. And she says, karma is knocking at that woman's door.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, that was a really terrible, if she did do that, that was horrible and she knew it. Mm-hmm. I mean, at that point, it's pure greed.
That's why I don't like any of this, because the more I dig into this, I just don't like what she's done to people. And I just feel like we all have a Lauren in our life. And I just am sick of these Laurens.
Yeah, I know. Go away, Laurens. Go away.
Somewhere. I've been calling her Lauren Turd because she reminds me of Amber Heard, and Amber Heard is Amber Turd. So
she does remind me. She's very Amber Heard. I was saying that during the last live stream too. I was like, it's her Amber Heard acting skills when she's it just seems very apparent to me. And and I don't know for sure, but I don't know. I do know for sure, but I have to say that when she's acting a certain way to get a certain result because she's gotten the result she desires before acting that certain way, and she's doing it in front of cameras, and she thinks enough of herself to think that people aren't going to catch on to it. Well, hi, welcome to this live stream on What's the Obsession. You've got some experts here. You're caught. Bye-bye.
We do this for fun, my friend. We don't even have to get paid. We come on here.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bonus.
Oh my gosh.
Never sent out free copies of her book to anyone, ever. Telling the person that originally sent it to me that I did that to them. And then, of course, when she accuses of that, I then send it to our attorney. I guarantee you none of you received a book copy of Lori Hellis's book from me, despite allegedly 10,000 people The idea that we were purposely changing our time, by the way, too. No, we had to get a babysitter. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. But it's like what this.
I was just gonna say, like, dude, this is really petty shit. And then people will be saying that we changed our time to like, who the fuck cares? You are admittedly in an emotional crisis right now. Like, why are you even like talking about that? Like, get it together. She can't get it together, obviously. And that is such a shame. That is like super sad. She cannot get it together. So this is where I run into one of my next big problems. People in her life, like John, who is a practice, experienced, highly educated, well-trained psychologist, know that she can't get it together right now. Yet she does a 9-hour live stream and he gets on and does a 4-hour live stream to follow up, encouraging this kind of behavior. John, honey, what are you doing to your wife? Help her.
Well, do you know, Lori seems to think, was it Lori? No, it was a different lawyer. There was another lawyer that seems to think that the whole reason that Lauren did this was because John is putting her up to it and using his psychological background and telling her this is what this is. And I kind of maybe think maybe that's why she's doing it. And then there's something, like, everyone keeps saying this, like she's hiding something, but she's trying to placate John somehow by doing this. But again, I think I put it on Lauren, and that Lauren has created this whole tragedy in her family, and her whole family, including Grayson, I'm putting Grayson in this, is just like revolving around this hurricane that's her.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. And as her emotional chaos gets stronger and stronger, like planets to the sun. If you get, the energy gets stronger, you get drawn in closer, you start spinning faster until you're just fucking spinning out of control. And all of a sudden the sun explodes and bye-bye, we're all gone. What do you do now? But it's like that. I totally agree. Like, everything is starting to just like spin faster in the realm of chaos. And this is not good. So this is why we can't sit here and watch that when you put it in front of our faces. And, oh, by the way, you're in a true crime genre niche. Duh. What do you think we're going to do with this? And it needs to be discussed. I almost feel like, with the way that I approach things and talk about things on this channel, and, my original mission statement for my channel, which is still up there somewhere in the about, and I haven't changed, is for justice and to explore these these relationship dynamics between human beings, because in doing so, we make ourselves better human beings, and we can, improve the quality of our own life or that of someone else's. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's all really, geez, that's like amazing. Like, what else could I hope to do with the YouTube channel? So yeah, we're going to keep talking about it, y'all.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Group mob mentality has been doing is taking all these old beefs and they're reaching out to them. And there was a whisper campaign is the best way to say it. It's adult bullying, it's group bullying. It's believing without seeing. Screenshots of mine have been shared. Some when I've been angry at other creators. Got over it later. Those have been being shared. I'm ashamed of that. Maybe you can edit that later, but I'll just share everything right now. But I've owned it.
Then why would your first impulse to be like, I'm ashamed of that? Okay, fine, good. Well, yeah, then admit it. Maybe you should edit that. I know, but this even seems very contrived to me. I don't know.
She's not even saying she's sorry about it. Like, she never really says she's sorry about anything.
Because it's all about her. She feels, I've owned it. I'm ashamed of it. I experience this consequence as a result of it. I. Absolutely. Her language tells the whole story. Yeah.
That's a good point, too. I'm glad I'm doing
sorry
this.
to the people that needed it.
I said sorry to them. But those people have continued on. Nobody again reaching out to me. And I have to be honest. Entire rooms shunning me where I belong, where I've helped, where I've given my entire heart to and soul.
God.
Being shunned because of lies and of a whisper campaign and of adults who can't come to me and ask me what's true and what isn't, but rather go and start a cyberbullying campaign and join it and follow it as the lies continue, as they talk about my dead brother and my husband. And you know what it is? It's being dubbed dark. Like, that's what John and I have been talking about a lot too. Like, I feel like I'm like Charles Vallow running around, like trying to get people to understand what's going on and trying to figure out what's happening, and no one will talk to me. And then all of a sudden I get labeled dark.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's not me. I'm good. This isn't me.
It's not me. I'm good. This isn't me. This is me. This isn't me. That's what I was talking about earlier. This is something she does throughout. This is me. This is not me. I am this. I am not that. Honey, no. Mama knows better than to believe that. No.
And then just wondering about this world in general. I think I've been really depressed because I just think about this world in general and raising my son in it. And like, if there's any hope for kindness in this world and compassion and evidence.
Listen, honey, you don't need to be thinking about those big things. If you're worried about your son, how about just focusing on not gaslighting him into believing that somebody might come and murder you?
Right? Like protecting him, maybe taking that out of his mind. When my nephew used to have night terrors, and my sister was really trying to figure it out, and a doctor told her, well, tell him that you will take his fear for him, and that, you know, the terrors will come for her and not him. And that somehow worked. And she did everything she could to try to protect him from that stuff and not bring it to him and make it worse. And so a parent's job is to protect, or that's what I think a parent's job is. But no,
absolutely it is. I mean, and you know, just when I can't remember when she tells that story about her. I just like stopped when I watched it the first time. I just like muted it or just paused or something. I just like had to sit there and think about it for a while. I was like, whoa. Because I was still like, oh, this is bad. I still feel bad for her. As soon as she said that, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. I was like, you better bring forth some very concrete evidence in this next, I know it's going to be 9 hours at a time, however long this is going to be, that shows that you are in actual fear for your life, and you should be. There's a reasonable person would believe that they were in fear of their life. And if you don't, then this is like kind of some sick stuff, and you need to, I don't know.
And what annoys me too about all of this is like when they say they came out with their 4-hour thing and said, well, nobody's perfect. You know, Lauren talked about people and she's made mistakes, and who of you have not made mistakes? Well, yeah, none of us are saying that we're perfect people, but I didn't decide to do a 9.5-hour live and stream to you guys all my problems and what's been happening in my life and present it to you so that you must believe only what I say. You can't question me. Right.
Exactly.
No words. Shh, don't talk.
It's like the Lauren Matthias like version of Shiners.
Yes. Yes.
We need to come up with a name for that. And no, it's not going to be hidden gems. Nope. No hidden gems. Oh my God.
How about evidence? Real journalism, when you actually go to the person. Not, realizing people are complex. That I'm complex. that I am who I am online. That is me. That is my genuine self. But maybe there's a little bit more to me too that I don't show everybody.
Okay, she's doing a big time here. She's like, the me you see online, that's the real me. But I'm a complex person. Maybe there's more to me. Just listen to this. How she is telling us how we are going to see who she is. This is just so classic of, well, I mean, it can be an indicator for a number of different things having to do with personality problems and mental instability and such. But I mean, just listen to how she's using that language where she's saying, this is who I am, this is who I'm not, this is who you are going to think I am and who I am not. But what she demonstrates really is showing us the opposite of that. And like my dad said, if someone tells you who they are, do not believe them, because you're not going to get to know people who they are because they tell you. They're going to show you. I believe that wholeheartedly.
And just because I don't see it doesn't mean I don't know what to say that I'm not. And if people are wondering if I've stopped talking to more people online, my friends, my hidden gems, yeah, I have. Because I've always wanted to communicate and be close to hidden gems. But as I've done this past year, I've learned that there's a lot of them that just want to destroy me if they don't get out of me what they want.
Okay, my God. The problem isn't your hidden gems.
They won't let them talk shit behind their backs. That's what I've learned.
And also, when it's like, there was just that first statement, yeah, I don't talk to my hidden gems enough. Well, maybe you don't need to, because, you do need to have appropriate boundaries, okay? And like, this your YouTube gig is your professional endeavor. You are building your empire. You are making a fuckload of money, and you are doing everything you can to make a fuckload more of it. Maybe you don't also need to, try to address, your childhood dramas and insecurities by trying to, collect friends, that you're gonna put them into like a certain basket. And when you have some kind of need, and it's like her lovies or her dolls, and you need to be comforted in this way, you're gonna go get this, you're gonna go get your, whatever doll. That's what I feel like. The way she's talking about people, that's how I feel she sees them. And
She's
they're her hidden gems. She wants to get to know all of them so she can, find the assortment of them that is going to, have the best value in her life. I mean, I don't know if I'm reading too far into that, but that's kind of what I'm hearing.
I think that's I like that you called her dollies too.
Yes. Well, don't worry. You're never going to have as many dollies as Bella did, Lauren.
I'm probably going to keep that in my little back. Someone says a little saying that I like, I take it over. So.
Yes, you can. You can take it. It's yours. Go ahead, use it. 'Cause I think it's accurate here. Yes,
it is.
And if I don't act the way they want me to act, or say what they want me to say, then they want to destroy me. Or if I speak up, I think a lot of this too is I've always spoken my mind.
So there's just so much. So again, here it's like the blame is on all the other people, the hidden gems that she never should have been so close with, because all they want to do, all of her hidden gems, all 317,000 of them want to destroy her, and it's because she doesn't act how they want her to act. She doesn't say what they want her to say. She doesn't do what they want her to do. What she's really saying, in my opinion, is that they're not. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable and pissed off and upset and all out of sorts. My panties are in a bunch and a half because they are not allowing me to behave exactly the way I want to behave all the time, whether it's right or wrong, whether there's consequences for other people or not, whether it harms other people or not. I want to do what I want to do, and they're my hidden gems. They belong to me because of my channel and what I did, and they're mine, and I have the relationship with them. Aren't they so lucky? They should let me do whatever I want to do. I don't need pushback. If I wanted pushback, I would fucking not have my family of hidden gem dollies to pull out when I need to fill a void or get my panties out of a bunch or whatever. My slut.
No slut shaming. No slut shaming. You dated
all my dollies have chastity belts, by the way. Just want you to know that. I'm not a slut. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little silly, but yeah.
It's easy to get really silly with this because this is just some of this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and what Lady Portland just said, I agree with this. It's so audacious to address we the public about all of this. I mean, it really is. I think if I'm going to do a 9-hour live and I'm putting all of this out, this really personal stuff, I must be making the assumption that people actually want to know this shit. That it's that important to them. Seriously, I would never.
Right. That's a good point, actually. I like that point. You're assuming, I've seen, I'm saying too much. And then I interrupt myself and then I forget what I'm saying. I'm trying not to say all the time. It's such a bad habit that I have.
This is what's the obsession. We model our speech after Nicole Kessinger sometimes. So you can just play that role.
So bad. It's like when you start saying but it is saying that you care about what's happening in my life.
Right.
And then when we actually do care, then you're mad at us for caring, not the way that you want us to care. It's
exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Great point.
It is. I mean, it's just, I had to I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I was going to talk about this for a while. I had to watch some of it more than once. I'm really kind of embarrassed to admit, but I wanted to see if I was understanding it correctly because it was so confusing at first, but I feel I don't know. I think we got her number at this point. I think there's a couple mysteries in this and they may be a really fucking big deal. But that goes way beyond this whole, the center of this right now, remember, is Lauren has a stalker. She's in fear. All right. That's where we're at. And all of this is about Christina the stalker. I mean, come on, man. Hello. Ugh.
This is real life. This is real life.
I think you can.
Yeah, I speak the truth. And when I see it, I say it. And when I think someone's a bully, I say they're a bully.
I'm sorry. I just want, when she was talking about bullying earlier, I just want to remind you all that the definition of bully is repeated intentional aggressive behavior. It can be physical, it can be verbal, it can be psychological, that you use to intimidate other people or to harm them. And bully, by definition, due to my job as a behavioral therapist working with teens, I have to know the definition for, practical, functional day-to-day matters and also for legal reasons. It has to involve real or perceived power imbalances between the person who is doing the bullying and the target. So that's the thing here, where I think that this group of girlfriends that she says is bullying her, where it's not even close, and it involves a really perceived power imbalance between the person who's doing the bullying and the target. Okay. Even in the way she's talking about her friend and the hidden gems and all of them, she met, almost all these girls involved, she met while she was at a trial to the capacity of being the creator of Hidden True Crime, which, by the way, for 2 years while she was going to those trials, was in the top 10 Apple podcasts consistently almost every week for 2 years and was almost always in the top 10 in Google trending searches in the topic of true crime. If that is not fucking success for a YouTube true crime creator, then literally nothing is. So to say that she's being bullied, I'm sorry, that imbalance of power does not exist in her favor if she wants to call everyone around her who was a hidden gem and that met her because they were like fangirling her when she was at the trials. No, that's not bullying. It just doesn't even work. The definition is all screwed up, and you're just using a term that is going to, like it, it's gonna trigger people to think, oh no, bullying is horrible. We know this. There's all these messages. Bullying is horrible. Maybe I was a victim of bullying, or my child was, and it's this, we know it's this bad thing. But she's using word, and she uses a lot of words to invoke that emotional or that trained cognitive response that we're going to have to things like bullying, but it's not. And I think she's smart enough to know that.
Well, I'm really glad you said that. And I purposely stayed quiet through that because that is a great sound clip to explain exactly why this is not bullying.
Right. Yep. Yeah, exactly. She explains how she is. Yeah. I mean, this is freaking off. This is off the hook, unhinged all the way. Mm-hmm. Woo! John, are you out there? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Can you
do something about this? Ugh.
The bully comes and bullies you when they learn that you think they're a bully. And that people, I just learned that people like public shaming. I don't know. I just worry about this world, that it's cruel.
Yeah.
And I am human. And I put myself out there. And for those reasons, I deserve more scrutiny and criticism. And
she don't even know what she's talking about. I am human, and I put myself out there for those reasons, the being human and the putting yourself. I deserve more scrutiny because you're human. You don't even know. Shut up. She just needs to shut the fuck up sometimes.
I believe in public discourse and to criticize me when people feel I'm not doing what's right or best in the public eye. I deserve that. It's not what this is. Yeah. And the fact that rather than focus on making good art, which is what we say here in Hidden True Crime, it's quality over quantity, doing good.
I just got to say, this is high quality and a lot of good is being done. Are you fucking kidding me? She just says that amidst this. Woo! Like zero self-awareness.
Letting us know what's happening here.
Yeah, she is. She's telling us, this is who I am. This is what's up. Am I going to show you any of that? No, because it's all bullshit. I mean, the more I watch, I'm sorry. She just needs some help. I was going to say I'm not on Team Lauren, but it's not even like that. It's just, I just feel like, I
really hope she's getting help.
Yeah, I hope she is too. I mean, I really hope she is for the sake of herself and for the sake of her child.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ, let Grayson out of the dungeon for once, would you?
Out of his closet.
No, Grayson, her assistant.
Oh, Grayson, that's right. Sorry. I was thinking her son.
Oh my gosh.
Send Grayson home. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. It's getting to noon or to midnight, and I turn into it's going to be Halloween. I just looked at the clock.
I know.
Halloween in 10 minutes.
Too. I know. If you want to hop off, I totally get it. You're like, I'm actually like thinking like I need to find a good point to end this because I have to work tomorrow in like 7 hours. But I always overplan. Well, we had a good talk in the beginning too, so that was good. I always overplan the content I want to put into live streams though.
Okay, so I think at midnight I'm gonna hop off.
Okay.
If you're
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I'm just trying to think if I could. Here, let me play this for a little bit, and I need to go get some. I need to go get something to eat super quick. I'm gonna play this. My kitchen's just like 12 feet away. I'm gonna be right here, but getting something to eat. Okay.
Okay. Happy Halloween.
Worry about my reputation, but also other people. I worry about you, Grayson. I worry about my husband. I worry about my little boy who's been really affected by this.
It's like consumed our lives.
Because it doesn't stop and nobody can see it. And that's what frustrates me too. People are like, don't give it air. I know, I say that every day. We move forward every day, pushing through and performing because it doesn't. We know that. And I've never reacted to it until this moment publicly. Well, I don't think this will be public, but like just who knows? One day it might be. Like I just want to like record this for like
journal.
Yeah, or if it's ever needed for a documentary or to show my little boy that he's being cyberbullied, that if I can get to it, he can't do. But like, if like, it's so hard to explain to people. Like, nobody can see it, not even my friends. Like, my dearest friends, I'll talk to them about it, and they're like, just don't get online. I mean, it's what we all want to say. That's not it. There is a consistent and constant whisper campaign going on, and they're pulling new people in. And
those are the voices in your head, not the monsters under your bed.
To destroy me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to say that they've succeeded, but I have changed a lot in the past 6 months. And not for the better. I don't think I'll ever be as kind or open to people that I meet at trials or people I hire. I think I'm going to be less social. I think I'm going to probably be more of a homebody.
You know, all these things she's saying, as a result of this, Christina's fault, I'm going to probably have to make these changes. I'm going to be less social. I'll probably be more of a homebody. Well, maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to spend more time with your son who's afraid that you're going to be murdered and has come up with a plan to save your life and told you to not question him at 8 years old. If he if he says the word, because you just need to run. And your husband, who you're so worried that he might drop dead because of the stress Christina caused, his blood pressure is so high, you love him so much. So all these things she's talking about, I'm probably going to have to make these changes now. Maybe she should make them anyway. And maybe she is kind of understanding she could. And I get it. Sometimes in life, change is hard. It's painful. Like I know, I've had to go through times of big changes where I was emotional. It was sad. It was, way you're grieving, like, what you're not going to be like what you're leaving behind in your life or whatever. But this is part of evolving as a human being in a healthy way. This is life, man. It's the fact that all of this is blamed on Christina because she, in some TikToks, didn't name Lauren, but was clearly talking about her to people. If you know, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure, it sounds to me from what we know from so many people that have weighed in, she had some points, and that was an expression of her working through, she obviously was hurt by Lauren. She needed to work through that. She's an artist. She's an artistic person. She makes very nice TikTok, artistically, she's very good at it. That's how she chose to do it. Could it be inconvenient, a little hurtful, upsetting, maybe cause a little bit of backlash or a person to unsub for Lauren? Yeah, a little bit here and there, dibble dabble, dribble drabble, but not like I'm fearing for my life, so my son has to know and think that he needs to protect me. I mean, this is just, yes, Coffee, you said this is insane.
It is insane. Well, and also the TikTok, it wasn't even just Christina. There's really 5 women in this, and 5
4 or 5 women in this, and Christina's the only one. She's the one that made the TikTok, but there were different various people in the TikToks talking and doing stuff, and Christina is the fall guy. She's the fall guy for all of this, and it was a group of women, in my opinion, that were sick of Lauren pulling her BS, and it was enough is enough. And they decided, and Christina's like, I'm going to do this TikTok and I'm going to blow off steam. And Lauren just couldn't handle it. Like, I hate when people talk about me. It's like my least favorite thing in the world. But what can you do? You can't stop it.
Right. Yeah, I don't like it either. So I've learned, especially since, having this challenge stuff, usually it's going on somewhere sometime. And sometimes I'm aware that it's really nasty and it's really intense and like a lot of people are seeing it. And you know what? I just don't tune in because I can't, because if I do, it'll be upsetting. So, I'm an adult, I'm making choices. I'm going to make the one that isn't going to, cause me suffering for stupid reasons that don't even fucking matter, because that's an adult decision. I mean, this is craziness.
I ignore it because I would rather not know about it for my sanity, because it will grate on my nerves and it will why don't they like me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What did I do? And I'll think about it. So I would just rather not know. Ignorance is bliss for me. And so,
you know what? And that I think is a good adult decision, and that's wow. And that's what you do. What you don't do is this.
Yeah. Well, yes. This is a lesson in what you don't do.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I'll travel as much to trials anymore. I'll still make good work and I'll get past this. But I think I worry about John's health. He's not healthy, and I worry.
Not healthy.
His blood pressure is up. He's in more pain. He's angry.
Did she say he's angry?
Yes.
Oh, that's telling. That's a little leakage right there.
I think there's a lot of leaking here. There's another interview I was going to play today. I guess I'll do it another time. I said tonight was the last time I was going to talk about this because I don't want to, but I just feel like there's a lot of important things to talk about. So I am going to talk about it again, but I just don't want to follow a not crime situation too much. But this definitely is right up the behavioral therapy line of, everything. So
yeah. Well, for me, it is crime because it's in the crime genre. It's two true crime channels, and I'm a loosey-goosey paranormal conspiracy channel, so I can do it.
That's good. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It is. It is. Oops, I'm sorry. I just dropped my mic. Sorry for that was loud. I guess that's not even what I really mean. I don't want to. I just want to make sure that I stay far away from the petty of anything or the mean.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the petty either. I don't want to get into their finances, their son, I don't want to go. I just want to stick with what they've done. This. I just want to stay with this. Right.
Right. And we will avoid the elephant in the room and think that maybe her face is puffy because she has a cold or lupus. Just kidding.
I'm actually pissed off about her face. I'm mad that somebody does that to their face and then I get shamed for saying something about it. If it was a birth defect or something, or she couldn't do anything about it, I wouldn't say a goddamn word about it. But she did that to herself, and I'm going to be shamed.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's just it's a pet peeve of mine. Don't
I know
for the obvious of what you did.
And have you seen video the broadcast videos of her? When she 5 years, well, I guess maybe 10 years before this. Have you seen any of those videos?
Yes, and she had
a lot of natural beauty. I thought, and she, it's just this is pushing back against life.
I do a little to my face. I do a little, but if I ever showed up looking goofy, I hope someone would say something to me.
Oh yeah, right, totally.
Because I'm going to be 55 in 6 days.
You are?
Yes, I am. And so I do a little this and that and to my face, but like somebody told me once, you can go two ways when you age. You can look like that and look goofy, or you
Right.
can just age kind of naturally and do like little maintenance here and there. I don't want to look 20 years old because that would be weird. I just want to look good for my age.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. And I mean, and then did you guys see when the now that we're talking about it, I'm going to just jump ahead. I know that it's getting late, but did you see when I'm not going to hear. Hold on. I'm going to get right to it because I'll see where this is because I just have to like scroll through it for a second. Oh, I forgot the 9-hour video. You got to scroll slow because every little movement is like a certain amount of time.
I think maybe she might have her lisp too because of her fillers. Because Jay for Justice did this thing where she couldn't even move her mouth.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that's
right.
for MS. I don't know.
Honey, it's not from MS. Let's not be silly here. Her face. It's no. I mean, you can see like. I mean, it's just not. I mean, no, it's just not. Hold it. Where is it?
But I don't want to be like a. Yeah, you're right. But you're
not being like anything. I mean, like I just got to say that, like to say. Okay. And like nothing to you, but to say, oh, maybe her face looks like that from MS. Like, come on. Like it's
I just think like nerve paralysis because I mean there are things like I don't know.
And maybe that's why she says she has MS now. We don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not saying that, but I mean, clearly but okay, here, listen to this. So this is have you seen this, Amy? This part?
I don't know.
Oh God. This is the lawyer Lori Hellis who she gave out.
That's the lawyer that Nate Eaton called her.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys got this is special. Oh my God. And the boat.
But I don't know if I saw what you're about to show.
Oh, this is See, I know the clock has struck midnight, but you've got to watch this. Okay, I'll just play it through. I'm going to try to play through.
Recruit other people to do this with you, because this has been the group thing. There are, as I pointed out, there are associates. There are people. This is.
Oh, and by the way, this in John's 4-hour live stream. This is the woman who said, and I was having a vulnerable moment. It was the most vulnerable moment. I was starting to cry, and I was going to give the most vulnerable, amazing, beautiful, vulnerable response. And she wouldn't let me say it because she was uncomfortable by my vulnerability and my tears.
My manly vulnerability. She couldn't take it. She couldn't take it. She wonders why she's not on our channel. That's why.
I know.
Never interrupt Dr. John.
She was probably like, I am getting the fuck out of here, man. I'm glad I made it out alive. Like the House of Horrors.
Exit stage left.
Right.
The group bullying effort. Do not recruit other people. She has the stalking injunction. Here, let's listen to Lori Hellis.
The next thing that happens is that the one.
So everybody, if you haven't heard this yet, I can't for the life of me understand why Lauren played this. Please stop playing Roblox. Stop playing Roblox now. Pay attention. This is awesome.
One of the former friends starts making some TikTok videos. And on those TikTok videos, she's talking about the former friend, the former friendship, and she does at one point use the creator's voice. Posts a snippet. And so when I get to CrimeCon, I'm told that this creator has now filed a stalking order against one of the women in her former friend group. And on Friday morning, when everybody is just launching into, or I guess it started at noon, I think, on Friday, this group is met by local police who tell this person that
you can stop a little
she can't go to CrimeCon because there's a stalking order and Lauren is attending. Sorry, the creator is attending. So she gets 86th out of CrimeCon, even though she bought a ticket just like everybody else and just like the creator did.
Yeah.
Now, this creator does not have a booth, is not presenting, is not a speaker, is in no way associated with CrimeCon. She's just there as an attendee the same way as everybody else. But she manages to get a stalking order. And the stalking order not only keeps her former friend, but anybody who associates with her former friend. So for the rest of CrimeCon, the local police are patrolling CrimeCon to make sure that the creator isn't stalked. And everybody else in the place is looking over their shoulder thinking, oh my gosh, are the police going to think that that I have to be thrown out because I was friendly to this this other person? So on Saturday night, we're all sitting around in the bar, and the police come up and say to this person, you have to leave the bar because the creator's associate, not the creator, her minion, walked through the bar, and you can't be in the same room with her. So
No.
she got not the creator, not the minion, but the former friend had to leave. And this is it's just getting out of hand. Now she's using the police to harass other people. And she's using the legal system in a way it was never intended to harass people. She's using the fact that her brother is a lawyer.
Oh, and I just have to say, I don't know if I did. Lori Hellis is an attorney.
And having him do a bunch of work for her. And the bottom line is, it's just wrong.
I haven't talked to Lori Hellis in years. She hasn't reached out to me. I don't know what she's been told. I don't know why she did that. I'm already afraid for my safety. Very, very afraid. She hasn't been dealing with what I've been dealing with the last month. And now she has gone publicly on Facebook to announce that I have a stalking injunction at CrimeCon and that I am wrong and that I am harassing somebody. Like, I can't win. Like, I can't, I am trying to solve this the right way. I am trying to do the right thing. And no one will let me. Which is why we're all here tonight.
No, what she's really saying there is, I'm trying to do whatever the fuck I want, and all these bitches are putting up all of this resistance, and they're doing it publicly, and I am pissed off. And oh, guess what? I am Lauren Matthias, and I have a true crime channel that is on the top 10 of the Apple Podcast for over a year and over 300,000 subscribers, and a channel that's raking in about $1 million a year. And I can put a stop to this. So no, boo boo, fuck you. I am very afraid.
Doesn't it make you mad?
Although,
what's that, honey?
Doesn't it make you mad?
Livid. I'm like having to calm myself down when I'm talking.
Yeah.
So I don't sound
I was like that. I was like that last week. I get like that off and on. But yes, when you really think about the true crux of it, it just pisses me off.
Yeah. Okay. 2 million. Their channel's making $2 million a year. There we go. 2 million a year. Yep.
Jeez.
The video that Lori Hellis posted contained numerous false statements. The respondent publicly commented on Lori Hellis's video, and it's a small channel. Not a lot of people watch it.
So are you pissed about that, Lauren? What are you going to do about that now? Get a new temporary fucking order of protection and waste everyone's time once again? Next time, can we have an 18-hour live stream? Please, please, please. Jesus Christ, this woman, I can't even. Ugh.
The respondent publicly commented on it, writing, "Thank you, Lori. Thank you," followed by 4 crying face emojis. Do you have that?
How dare they? The stalker commented by saying, "Thank you, Lori. Thank you," with 3 crying faces. Fuck her. What the fuck is it? Seriously, people? And for that reason, I'm thinking about committing suicide for the first time ever. I'm afraid for my life. And I have my family so upset that they are developing health and mental health problems. Oh, by the way, my child is 8 years old.
I can't stand it when people use suicide, when they use that and they don't mean it. They don't mean it.
Yeah.
I just can't stand it because I know she's never been to that place because I've been to that place and see, this is the kind of shit that makes me mad because when I know she was not at that place. I know. And you don't come back from that place that quick. So
No, you don't. I mean, this is.
I don't mean to bring down a room, but that kind of shit pisses me off. I have worked at a shelter and I've had somebody show up and I've had people stalk the people and I've felt the danger because I've been in the middle of it. And this is and not to say that it has to have a pew pew involved, but it has to have some kind of where you feel threatened. And I don't see any threat here.
No, exactly. Yeah, the threat was, she's like, and she commented on that post and she said, "Thank you, Lori. Thank you."
What?
She did. Like, what? I mean, this is totally fucking delusional. This is batshit motherfucking crazy.
I'm scared for I'm terrified. I'm fearful. What does she say? I can't think of the word she says. I'm afraid for my safety.
I am very afraid for my safety.
That's it. I'm afraid for my safety.
Holy God. Okay, wait, I think I think I just play here. Let me just, there's more. No, we've got it here. I gotta find it. I've got to find it. You have to hear it.
We're going to pull that up. I want you guys to see that.
Good. Show it.
So
bring it, baby. Bring it.
She goes live. And what happens? My stalker is thanking her for doing her dirty work. Yeah, this is called triangulation by abusers using coercive control, triangulation, and intimidation.
No, she was saying thank you, Lori, for pointing out how horrible it was that I got a ticket, a hotel room, a flight there and back to CrimeCon. And my husband is served the papers because they have to be served in person while I am already on my way to CrimeCon on a plane. And when I get there, I'm met by police who tell me I can't be there because someone has a temporary order of protection on me.
Above and beyond. Christina, her husband called her, said that they had done that, but she talked to her lawyer and her lawyer said, well, they have to serve you in person. So go live your best life, lady. You're at CrimeCon. So she went above and beyond and she went to the police and was like, hey, this is what's going on. And they didn't know anything about it. So she went off and lived her best life. And then they found her.
Right. Exactly. It's just absolute insanity. Oh my God. And I don't know if this part right here is where she
got somebody to do her dirty work.
Fuck you. Makes me so mad. This is
okay. Horrible. We have it.
This made Lori mad too, because she did a live about this. She came on and said, I ain't nobody's bitch.
And while we pull that up, there it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you. We covered the respondent, my stalker's name, but she did admit to writing this in her declaration.
Who fucking cares?
Lori used those words.
She's
like,
the respondent enlisted or
for them.
Yeah.
I did this for me.
She's got a temporary order of protection because she's fucking delusional. And I can't say thank you. This is so beyond the pale. This is horrible.
Encouraged someone to create and publish a public video about me has made me feel even more unsafe.
Oh my God. I don't think I can do it I can't watch this anymore. I think I'm going to fucking explode. This is horrible.
But it's 12:15. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin. So
All
I've
right.
got to.
I'm gonna find the timestamp for the rest of Lori's statement, and I will. I'll make a video of it, guys, because if you haven't seen it yet, I'll put it out definitely tomorrow. You've got to watch it. And she addresses the fillers and the Botox, and what Lauren says after that. My 17-year-old son was in the room when I watched it. We looked at each other. We started busting up laughing so hard we couldn't stop.
They made a movie about it. It was Escape from LA, remember? And they had those crazy looking faces, women in there.
Right. That's right. God,
movie was made about this.
That's so funny. Oh my God. Oh, crazy. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you. And everybody, please go check out Amy's channel, Parawoman Radio. Say the whole name of your channel. I always forget I forget the last part.
Parawoman Radio. I've been thinking about changing it over to the Parawoman Network, but I haven't
that's right.
Changing the whole thing. So I just make it super complicated, and I say Parawoman Radio on the Power Network. So I make it really complicated. Before that, it was even worse. So.
Well, that's okay. If you feel bad about being that complicated, just compare yourself to Lauren here, our friend. And you'll
I'm
feel
super edgy and I'm super complicated, and it's just me.
oh my God! I found the rest of the. Oh, okay. All right. I just bumped into
it. Okay, let's lay it on us.
Okay. Guys, this seriously. Go grab a box of Kleenex because you're gonna need it one way or another.
Crime, and it can happen anywhere.
Boy, shut up.
All right.
Shut up.
So let's watch this recent video.
Zip those filler lips.
That Lori Hollis decided to put out. Was it last week?
I said put duct tape over your mouth, and I wasn't even trying to make a funny, but I did. Duck lips.
Duck lips.
That's so good that I can be funny after midnight. I still got it.
Let them bump. Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
You were sent it by a victim. That's what we found out.
Yeah, I was sent it by a victim of mine. He said, heads up.
Bullshit.
I thanked them for sending it. Can you guys see it? Can they see it? Oh.
Did you also notice that she just called a victim of a crime that she covers? She says this all the time. A victim of mine. She calls them her victims.
Yeah.
Super fucking weird.
Okay. Do not go bully this woman, please, or just do anything to her. Do not.
Hi, everybody.
I'm going to give her a big high five and a bottle of champagne, Lauren. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I want to buy her book, and I hope I see her at CrimeCon.
That's right.
And I sub to her.
I want to talk today on this recording about a little true crime community drama. Air out our dirty laundry, so to speak.
Wait, when was this again? A week and a half ago.
There is a particular YouTube creator who is stirring up lots of drama by weaponizing the law and law enforcement to target her competition.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I do too, cuff you.
She can't do that. You know how I know? Because I studied the Constitution and defamation law in law school. Remember, I'm a lawyer. So let's talk about defamation and free speech. The U.S. Constitution and all 50 states protect speech. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. That's in our First Amendment. Free speech is so important that there are literally hundreds of cases reiterating the right of citizens to speak freely. Now, the courts have put some guardrails up around speech. For example, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. It's not a violation of your free speech to prohibit obscene content from being distributed to people under 18, and you can't threaten someone with violence. However, in 2023 in Counterman versus Colorado, the U.S. Supreme Court wrote, although truth threats of violence are outside the bounds of the First Amendment protection, the First Amendment requires proof that the defendant had some subjective understanding of the threatening nature of their statement. In other words, it's not a
Wait, I just have to point out, look at that. She talks for like less than a minute and brings us something meaningful and substantial. Lauren rants on and on and on for 9 hours and 9 minutes and doesn't make a fucking point. I mean, like, this is a disgrace. The whole
Yeah,
thing.
she's making a great point, and I'm surprised Lauren is using it.
I can't believe she's playing this. And I can't believe that John, the forensic psychologist, the adjunct professor at University of Las Vegas or whatever it is, who has a freaking PhD in psychology, is not demanding that his wife get some fucking help and never behave like this again, privately or publicly, because not only is she ruining her own life, she is clearly ruining her family's life, and she talks about it herself. It's all made up, and it becomes more clear every single time.
Bring it home, Kelly. Bring it home. I hear you.
You know, okay, here, I'm going to get through this because I know it's that we don't want to turn
you're right.
or whatever.
enough for the complainer.
No, I wasn't saying speed it up. I was just saying.
No. Oh no, I know you. I know.
Oh, okay.
I know. I know.
That dawned on me that you thought maybe I was saying that. I'm not. I'm just. Like,
I know, girl. But I gotta go to bed soon too. And I'm like, I just can feel myself. Like if I start, I'm not gonna be able to stop. You know, I'm getting
okay.
And then I'm not gonna be able to sleep, and then I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. And then
right.
Yeah. I got this fucking cold because of Lauren Matthias. It's all her fault. I'm gonna go get a temporary order of protection because I mean, it's just blame everything else everyone. I go into a spiral this because she's just so wrong. It pisses me off.
It's wrong. She's wrong.
Although most of the cases deal with when the government can curtail free speech, all those rulings apply to private citizens as well. So what recourse does someone have? Well, it's a suit for defamation. But let's be clear, it's a high bar to jump because of our reverence for freedom of speech. In order to prove defamation, a plaintiff has to prove that the content was untrue and the defendant knew or should have known that it was a lie.
What?
Even at that, if the person is a public figure, say a person with 317,000 YouTube followers.
320 now, thank you.
Dude.
That plaintiff has to prove
320 now, thank you. You fucking bitch. And look at her looking at Lauren. See, she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows where there's an inequitable balance of power, and she knows the nature of that imbalance of power, and it's not in the direction of anybody is bullying her. Who is the bully here? Look at her. I think that look says it all. After she said 320,000, thank you. Well, guess what, bitch? Now I'm sorry, I'm getting all worked up. It's less than 320,000 now. Thank you. Have a nice day. I'm going to press play.
Actual malice. So here's the factual story. There's a YouTube creator who's a mean girl. When she's feeling threatened by someone else's success, she goes on the attack, just like some of your old middle school friends used to do. I appeared on this creator's show for nearly a year as her legal expert. I liked doing it, and I thought we had become friends.
So did I.
However, when some of her early followers started saying that they only tuned in to hear my legal analysis, she decided to end our association.
That's not why I decided. If everybody was tuning in for her legal analysis, why would I end our association? I would keep her because I care about hidden true crime.
It was her right, and I said nothing about it. When people asked me why I was no longer on her channel, I either didn't answer or I suggested that they ask her directly. For 3 years, I stayed quiet, took the high road, and kept keeping on.
There really wasn't a big reason. There really wasn't.
I wrote a book about a true crime case. In early 2024, this creator somehow got a copy of an early version of my manuscript. And unbeknownst to me, and without my permission, she distributed my copyrighted material to her followers.
No, I did not. And I have to say, it's quite rich.
Guys, you have to listen to this. What Lori Hellis says here and the way Lauren responds. Seriously, this is going down and this is good stuff.
To do a video about defamation while defaming me.
Yeah, whatever.
She gloated to friends about how she was undercutting my future success.
No, I didn't.
Also began contacting my publisher, bombarding them with demands and claiming that I had plagiarized her materials, trying to interfere with my business relationship with my publisher.
I did not bombard them. I did write them once.
She goes, I did not bombard them. I did write them once.
I missed
What were you
all
writing the
that.
publisher about?
God, wow, I forgot that she did that. It's
Then
okay
in
for her
May
to
of
do it,
2020
though.
Until her publisher then wrote me, accusing me of doing this thing that I've proven I haven't.
before, someone sent me a copy of the email she sent out to followers with my manuscript attached. The person said they want.
If that's my fact checker that did that, then okay.
Now we're blaming it on the fact checker. If there's my fact checker that did that, then okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Fact checkers. They never get anything right, those fact checkers.
Damn fact checkers. Order protection for you too.
I don't know who would have done that. I told you, I've been very clear and very on. I told you guys all.
Wait, you do know who would have done that because you literally just said must have been your fact checker. Now you don't know. Like, this is just, oh, she's fucking crazy.
All of you who I have sent this book manuscript to, and nobody else.
Wanted me to know because they didn't think it was right. And when the creator found out, she immediately called the police to report that the person who'd sent me the email was the culprit.
I have no idea what she is talking about. I have never called the police about her or some random person that allegedly, supposedly sent her an email. I have
It's really different when you hear Lori talk about it in context. I don't believe any of this anymore. Like, I wish all of her followers could hear Lori's follow-ups.
I seriously don't think that Lauren knew exactly what she was playing. I look at her face just look at her face. I mean, it just says it all.
Actual malice.
I mean, in addition to the fact fillers and Botox up the face and asshole, but there's a lot else. And look at her looking at what Grace in there. She's like, Minion, you didn't warn me that I'd be playing this, Minion. Tonight, you're going to be chained to the radiator for all night long. You know, like,
you don't get to sleep at the edge of the bed tonight, Grayson.
Right. On the floor for you.
No biscuits before you get to the edge of the bed tonight.
And you can use the pee-pee pad. I'm not going to take you outside.
Oh gosh.
I was getting too late. Okay.
You
got it. You got to hear she's just fucking on fire at the end of this.
Okay. So here's the factual story. There's a YouTube creator who's a mean girl. When she's feeling threatened by someone else's success, she goes on the attack, just like some of your old middle school friends used to do. I appeared on this creator's show for nearly a year as her legal expert.
I'm so sorry. I went too far back. I see when something is 9 hours long, you just move your cursor like a mega millicentimeter and it goes far. So I'm just going to play this through until they're done. Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, you would think Grayson would have put time
like doing it.
You would think so, but she didn't. And Lauren's pissed. Lauren is pissed. She keeps looking at her like, you're going to get it, Grayson. I'm going to take away your antidepressants tonight.
No, not that.
And I thought we had become friends.
So did I.
However, when some of her early followers started saying that they only tuned in to hear my legal analysis, she decided to end our association.
That's not why I decided. If everybody was tuning in for her legal analysis, why would I end our association? I would keep her because I care about hidden true crime.
It was her right, and I said nothing about it. When people asked me why I was no longer on her channel, I either didn't answer or I suggested that they ask her directly. For 3 years, I stayed quiet, took the high road, and kept keeping on.
There really wasn't a big reason. There really wasn't.
I wrote a book about a true crime case. In early 2024, this creator somehow got a copy of an early version of my manuscript. And unbeknownst to me, and without my permission, she distributed my copyrighted material to her followers.
No, I did not. And I have to say, it's quite rich to do a video about defamation while defaming me.
She gloated to friends about how she was undercutting my future success.
No, I didn't.
She also began contacting my publisher, bombarding them with demands and claiming that I had plagiarized her materials, trying to interfere with my business relationship with my publisher.
I did not bombard them. I did write them once.
Then in May of 2020,
and her publisher then wrote me accusing me of doing this thing that I've proven I haven't.
Before someone sent me a copy of the email she sent out to followers with my manuscript attached. The person said they want.
If that's my fact checker that did that, then okay. I don't know who would have done that. I told you, I've been very clear and very on. I told you guys, all of you, who I have sent this book manuscript to, and nobody else.
Wanted me to know because they didn't think it was right. And when the creator found out, she immediately called the police to report that the person who'd sent me the email was the culprit.
I have no idea what she is talking about. I have never called the police about her or some random person that allegedly, supposedly sent her an email. I have no clue.
This creator claimed that that person had hacked her computer to send out my book.
No clue.
This is this creator's MO. When they realize that they've screwed up, they lie, they shift attention, they weaponize the police, and she plays the victim. During CrimeCon this year, she swore out a stalking order against one of her former friends, who's also a true crime creator. As a result, that person was unable to attend the event she'd paid for.
No, she's not.
And at one point was humiliated by being escorted out of the hotel by bar police. The hearing for that stalking order was started, and it then continued until October. In the meantime, the judge told the complaining creator that it is not stalking just because someone says mean things about her. This creator is not a victim. Her followers are. The people who believe she is a lovely person with a heart for crime victims are the real victims. The real victims are the victims of the crime victims who trusted her while she said vile things about them behind their back.
Not true. Stop with this narrative. This is a smear campaign.
The people who are on fixed incomes who still find a way to send her a few dollars every month, they're the victims.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, it's not defamation if it's true. And it's not stalking just because you don't like it when people tell the truth about your vicious, unethical, dishonest, and unkind behavior. You're running scared because you're afraid that the 317,000 people who support your way of life might finally learn the truth about you, and you might lose your cushy lifestyle. You are a middle school mean girl in an overfilled, Botox grown woman's body. Grow up. There's an old adage that says, if you come for the king, you better not miss. When you start weaponizing the law to destroy your competition, you better be right, because there are a lot of us out there who actually know and understand the law.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So I do like Botox, although I think I need, am I okay? But I have none in my body.
Did you see that? She go after all she said, by the way, mic drop Lori Hellis. She goes, I do like Botox. And then she looks at her reflection in the monitor. She raises one eyebrow. She goes, do I need, but I don't have any in my body. She literally goes, it's like checking out her Botox. Like, you know what it's just so fucking crazy. Like that
might not have Botox. It might be some other kind of filler, and that's how she's getting around saying that, because there are tons of different fillers out there. So it might not be. She is a filler queen.
She's whatever it is, I do like Botox, but I don't have any in my body. But I just like, I can't really, I don't think I can get precise enough to just get back there like a moment. But if you guys can watch it again, when she goes, I like Botox, and then she looks at her reflection, it's just, it's everything. You have to,
there's an old adage.
Oh, wait, here, wait.
You come for the king, you better not miss. When you start weaponizing the law to destroy your competition, you better be right. Because there are a lot of us out there who actually know and understand the law.
Watch carefully. Watch.
So I do like Botox. Although I think I need, am I okay? But I have none in my body.
Oh my God.
Didn't they used to have, like, YouTube have a skip back option where you could skip back 15 seconds?
Yeah, I don't have that on my computer for some reason.
I don't either. What happened to it? I missed that option because I'm doing the same thing that you're doing. I want to skip back a few seconds and I can't, and then I'm all over the place. But anyway, yes, I believe that she has fillers, Botox, whatever.
She has all that. Yeah,
Don't do that to us. Don't gaslight us like that.
Exactly. I mean, it's because she just goes, she just goes, I do like Botox. And then she like kind of moves her eyebrows. She goes, I do need, I'm good. But I don't have any in my body. I mean, it's just like, it was total leakage. But like, I mean, like leakage of like her, it was like it was like, it was just like psychotic. I can't even.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And her eyebrows are like too high up or something.
She takes us for such fools. She goes, oh girl, John, do something with your wife, man. She's a train wreck. She's a mess, hot mess. Do something with your wife.
Take her out.
Yeah. Catty women. Yep. You got it.
Yep.
All right.
On my face and get mad at me for commenting on it. That's my 2025. If it's there, I'm going to talk about it.
Right.
I didn't go out. I didn't go driving down Lauren Matthias's or whatever, however you say her name, because I'm getting tired. Straight. She brought it to my street, and so here I am talking about it. I went back and I looked at a few things of hers that I did comment on, and I never once said anything about the way she talked, the way she looked, anything. I didn't say anything about her. I didn't agree with her commentary, but I mean, like, it just wasn't there. But the fact of the matter is now this woman brought all of this to me, and I have to look at her day after day after day. So exactly. I noticed it.
Exactly. And she wanted to bring it to us. She didn't want Law and Crime to bring out the selective slice of what would have been said at the hearing. She wanted to do it herself. And then she has the nerve to say, I do like Botox. Check out her Botox job. See if she needs more or whatever other filler. And then say, but I don't have any in my body. Oh, fuck you. You think we're a bunch of fucking idiots. So that's what this is about. So you want to call that catty, whatever, call it whatever you want. Call it a fucking pink polka dot pig. I don't care. It's like whatever. Anyway,
hire me. I'll say maybe it's MS.
I know. Like, Amy's being like me too. Like, no, Amy. Like, no, we're not going to. Very, very sweet of you to. Yeah, but yeah. All right. I'm getting so tired. I can't even talk anymore.
I'm tired too.
I think Botox is the least of it. Right. That's my good point. Maya Rodriguez. Sorensen Esquire says, I like Botox personally. I think Botox is the least of Lauren's worries. Amen. Thank you for watching. Great comment. All right, guys. Amy, thank you so much for coming on. I had fun having you come on here. We'll have to do it again soon for sure. I'd love to have you again. And yeah, and happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Yay! And remember, guys, tomorrow night we're having it's Halloween and it is the Watt Spectacular, and it's gonna be awesome. which it'll probably no, I'm gonna schedule it for 9:30 tomorrow night because people are trick-or-treating and things
Are
like
you
that.
going to talk about spooky stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yay.
gonna
Have
do-
you talked about spooky stuff before?
What?
Have you talked about spooky stuff before?
Oh yeah, I have. And in fact, like last
Oh.
month, I put out a video on like the paranormal stuff. But we're gonna even go way
Ooh.
beyond that. I've had this prepared for a while. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's gonna be good. Be there, be square. You're welcome to come up and help if you'd like.
I don't plan on being square, so I will be there.
That's right. Yeah. And if you do turn like into a square, I will just be like me. It might be the MS. It's okay. It's not. It's just not.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Or you can just kick my ass or something. And I'll do a stalking injunction on you, and we'll do our
be like, bring it square, whatever.
I will get this musical out of us one way or another.
Yeah. Oh my God. So thank you. And thank you everybody who is here tonight. I really appreciate you guys being here, and it was super fun. Love your comments. You're all really insightful. And I definitely hope to see you soon. And remember, in about 10 minutes before 1 a.m. Eastern is 12:42 here. All of the files for this case, or whatever we call it, that the court has released. There's like 28 documents, a few 28 documents, yeah, 28 documents, not pages, a few audio files, and then a few exhibits. And thank you so much for help with that, Cuff-U. You're amazing. So you can go over there to the Watsy Obsession Patreon and catch that and a few other things. Oh shoot, I said I was going to give away some Patreon membership. If you want a free Patreon membership, email me in the next 5 minutes. I'll get you one, Amy. The next 5 minutes at Watts Obsession
or free Patreon.com,
okay? And then I'll just distribute them randomly, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Amy. I will go to bed, get a good night of sleep. Don't turn square, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
Okay. Happy Halloween. Bye, everyone.
Bye. All right, guys. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Remember, life is hard. Be good to yourself. Please be better to yourself than this woman's being to herself and her family. It really is sad. I really am not a Lauren hater. It's just the absurdity of all of this and the amount of people that had gotten involved. It's really freaking hard to watch. Yeah. So yeah, be good to each other and be good to yourself because you deserve it.
Here we go once again for a marriage, 9 amen. Don't you worry, it's gonna be alright. Sign the judge and jury, and we'll be up all night. You better check for pose. You better check for pose. You better check for
JR dead on that.
all the best all in the blind spot that we don't see. Wipe the dirt.
It was earlier tonight. I don't.
13, she had her 13th birthday party. She was happy that we were all together.
She wanted to walk the rest of the way.